So, Kentucky Amy sent me a loose die, and I think it's the D10 from the Civ.
Whatever.
Now it's working.
It looks like
Grab it.
Right after we did
Yeah.
the cool
Tell me
thing.
what your character's name is.
I don't remember right now.
Grab it.
Either Aurelia or Averia.
Yeah.
I don't remember which
She's
one.
Averia, and you're Aurelia.
I'm
Grab it.
Aurelia.
Tell me
Okay.
what,
Oh, well,
tell me
damn
what
it.
class
Back.
you are.
Are we sorcerers? Okay.
Good enough.
I'm not supposed to tell you the answers.
Okay.
It's like I'm wholly unprepared for this pop quiz
I don't know. I always have to remember everything.
about my
too.
character.
Cool.
Oh my god, we didn't level up.
I can live
did
with
we?
this.
No, we didn't. We're going to. Yes.
Oh, yes.
No?
No.
Okay.
You're fine, Con.
I was like,
Son of a bitch.
I put my boot up against his chest, just
I scooted back to the middle,
Like-
and now there's a little bit of it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you've got a whole
I
shoulder.
like slid my heel.
I wish I
just up
were.
We're-
against
we're
him to be
framed
that's where
by
my leg's gonna
Megan.
be. And he was like,
Like right now, I'm
Oh,
just like,
well,
like
then
now
you
I'm
should
just doing the creeper, like.
If you screw a little bit more this way, you could probably get in the frame more. Because there's room for you to be.
I'm completely disembodied.
Well,
It's good
We
you're leaning
got
back.
to this.
Yeah, I'm leaning
You're like
back.
Booty call. I started watching this show called Elegant Yokai Apartment Life.
Why do I like it already?
Because it sounds like a Channel A title.
Right?
It really does.
It's really cute. It's like, typical anime thing. Like, this guy is just starting high school and he wants to go to this specific school, but he's been living with his uncle and he feels really guilty for taking up all of their,
Everything.
Yeah.
for being a burden
Resources.
on their family. And he wants to go to this high school because it's for like business, and they have a dorm, so he can move out of his uncle's house and live in the dorm, and the dorm burns down. So
Wow.
so he has to go find an apartment, and he ends up living in an apartment, a yokai apartment. There's like a bunch of people that live there, but they're all different, like exorcists and spiritual this things and that things, and everyone else is either like a ghost, a monster, or like a demon or whatever. And the cook is a really, really good cook. Is Ruriko, but all you ever see are her hands. She has no body. She's just hands. And she makes all the food.
Nice.
So that's what you reminded me of.
That's not really cooking. It's
So-
just random waving.
A very pretty boy, who I'm going to refer to as Rocky, because he played Rocky in Rocky Horror.
yeah.
Was, we were talking about anime, so he's also a huge closet nerd, or at least he's a larger nerd than you'd anticipate from how pretty he is. And
What's that mean?
and he,
That we're not pretty because we're nerds?
Yeah.
I take offense
I know
to
I'm not
that.
pretty. I know
We don't have time
I'm
for
beautiful, but
upkeep.
it's different.
We have
Okay.
shit to watch.
Right.
I have games
No
to
time for
write.
basic hygiene.
I don't know, but Sally and I have a good amount of upkeep. Thank you. Y'all can.
Yay!
No, we're all good.
Sorry.
You stabbed me in the heart and the arm.
Stab me figuratively and literally. Jerk. Rocky, we were talking about anime, and he was telling me how a friend of his was like, "Yeah, I wrote this, like, I had this great idea for an anime," and he was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll read it. Why not?" And he's reading through the script. And he's like, "This is Attack on Titan," and he's like, "You know what? I've never actually seen Attack on Titan. I'm going to watch the first season." And he's like, "This is Attack on Titan. All of the characters, like the main characters, just has his name instead."
What?
And so, so I was giving him anime recommendations, and thanks for reminding me. I need to text him and be like, "Oh yeah, play Channel A. It's amazing." Because there was also board games around when we were hanging out, and
I
he's
started
seen
writing an anime,
it.
but it's like all the other animes on purpose.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
And that is proper and correct. So
At this point, I think that some series generally get pitched
Sally-
on Channel A.
hashtag this, would you?
So I looked at him.
Just hashtag the hell out of it, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think that if I wrote an anime, it would basically have a lot of gender ambiguous people having sex, basically.
So it wouldn't be yaoi and it wouldn't be yuri. It would be
Yeah.
You'd be all of the above. That face, too.
Chair.
He has a perfect expression.
I mean, that's what's under you.
Ubi yarwi.
Yarwi.
It just sounds
Holy
like
shit, pirate Yowie.
Exactly. You're welcome.
Holy fuck, I got some writing to do. I'm leaving,
He's
guys.
like, John, good game,
I
bye.
lost John.
Ooh, gay pirates. I'm into it.
Yeah, sure.
What are you, a gay pirate?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
well, that's cool. You know, that's fine.
I have my nice cup today.
They're plot pirates.
Yes, John.
Yeah.
I was.
They might take it in the mouth
just
too.
working through a couple things in my head.
Just
I'm brainstorming. Gosh.
I don't know why it's stuck on crush.
What the fuck is happening?
We didn't just destroy this refrigerator over
You might
here.
wanna
It's
check
like,
it.
No.
Yeah,
Because
I'm kind of stuckish.
if the door opens, that means the little connector. Yeah.
I'll let the men do it.
Yeah. Let the men fix the refrigerator.
Wait. Go back. Do it again. Do it again where you both are like leaning into it.
Hold on. Wait. You go high.
Oh my!
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. That's how you repair fridges. Yeah, that's right.
Oh goodness!
Like the Three Stooges.
See, can I see the picture?
You gonna post it to the page?
Yes.
Good.
After
You sure you like dick?
I just like watching other guys getting it. Anyway,
Nice.
I'm gonna put it through a line camera first and make
Give
it
it hearts.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, missed that internet.
Camera's right on.
Oh, they can check our
pull it
social
in to
media
do
for
that.
all the other.
Yeah, I'm gonna crop it like right here.
Mhm. Yeah. John's supervising.
And Megan's hand.
He's the
Yeah.
top man on the.
Yes.
I'll show you how to do it.
Another fist. I just saw that. Oh, okay
That's
then.
the quality content we guarantee.
We aim to please.
Right. Fan service, yeah, but not the kind you usually see.
Well, the weirder part is it's not even for the fans. It's for us.
That's right.
But you gotta keep the players happy, or else we just don't.
No, I tell people when I'm like, oh yeah, we live stream, and they're like, oh that's cool. Do you have like fan? I'm like, no, it's purely masturbatory. In some cases, literally.
We've been live streaming for like 3 years with no fans. Because I mean, what else are you gonna fucking do on a
So
Sunday
we got that
night?
one guy in Denmark.
That's right.
Oh no.
Sometimes.
Mhm. Yeah, we're not even good enough for him to be a dedicated follower.
Okay,
Don't die,
Legend of
Megan.
Zelda, Pathfinder, RPG, D20, Yai, Undertale, purely masturbatory. What else?
Yeah, get some good.
I only put Undertale in because my character's kind of Undertale inspired.
Hashtag Tootsie.
Butt pirates, that's
TOTSE. No, that'll be on that one.
Yeah.
Spit.
Or splash it.
It's okay. You had
I missed my
that.
glasses.
It's
That's
okay. You had
not-
that white stuff on your face earlier, so that was.
It was on my nose.
Yeah, well, you know, it was near your mouth hole, so you know.
Oh God, I'm just gonna have to control it.
You got excited. Oh,
Are you
yeah,
okay?
it says yellow Undertale. Okay, yeah. All right. Cool.
All right. So that
Thanks for
happened.
tuning in. Good night, Internet.
Yeah.
Good episode.
Done.
I think I'm pretty
Almost
much
broke a
finished.
fridge, but then I got to repair my outfit. So
No,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't save my dick joke for the camera.
Penis.
Right.
Here on Sneaky Centaur.
those of you who watch, you probably know us. So the punchline is dick.
Yeah, basically.
Lisa likes them.
Not on purpose.
In public,
Inner
no
It just
less.
slips out.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling people, but I still can't go within 500 feet of that place anymore. So
Oh.
Yeah, you get arrested for that shit.
I know, right? They say if you got it, flaunt it. I undoubtedly got it.
So are we leveling? Is this
What are we playing?
No, we didn't. We didn't level
What are we
last
doing
game.
Okay,
Like
that's
what?
what you just said.
We need another like 4,000
just
some
did
odd
we,
points to
checking.
level.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get you.
Did you
I'm not gonna
assemble
let you
for
get to 11
something, or-
before I kill you. No.
What happened?
Because Tony was like, what are we playing?
I'm gonna show you the world, shining,
Oh.
shimmering, splendid, and then I'm gonna murder you.
And make a man out of us?
Huh? No. Fuck you.
Aw.
Pre-2000 Disney movies only. Hashtag OG. I don't remember when Mulan came out.
It came out in the summer of 1998.
Because 98 degrees?
I mean, not
Yes.
because 98
Yes.
degrees, but also
'Cause.
yes. Because it came out the summer between 7th and 8th grade, and I remember that much.
Gross.
Because my
I don't want to say
childhood,
gross.
I know what grade I was in by what Disney movie came out. Because it came out pretty steadily every year.
So we're in Termina and weird shit.
Oh yeah,
because
there's fucking doubles
there's
of
people
everybody.
that look like us
Oh,
but
that's
aren't
right.
us, and
We met other me.
Yeah.
Because
Kale.
Yeah, Kale.
handed to our GM to make it weird, a situation about reused game assets.
Yes. Yes.
I
oh,
didn't
yeah. You
catch
guys,
that was that. I'm so confused. I don't know how to talk. I
Yeah,
didn't catch that was what that was about.
we haven't played.
oh, yeah.
You haven't played the Majora's Mask.
But yeah, I think when we last left, I'm not going to say our
We went to
heroes.
the tavern with Gak.
But yeah, you
Yeah.
guys,
That's a bit
you guys were in the
strong, yeah.
Clocktown Inn.
Yeah.
And the
and-
last thing I wrote is cool.
Please.
Who?
You're,
Gacked.
you're trying so hard not to say words with D.
Yeah.
You're just trying other letters.
I just don't want that D in my mouth because I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, apparently I do want Dax, so I mean.
Roll the
Pretty
dice.
Yeah.
You just want him to run to see if he'll flap his arms or not.
Well, I saw him all wet in his tights, so that was enough. Apparently.
Anime white T-shirt
Yeah.
contest status.
So,
Is
okay,
great.
we
White
meet our
leggings, t-shirt.
doppelgangers.
White
White
leggings
leggings
contest.
We meet our doppelgangers and strangely familiar
White
people.
sweatpants.
Apparently, this is a normal thing between Hyrule and Termina. Weirded out. I guess I wrote that because I was weirded out. We go to the inn and meet Andrew.
Oh yeah, Andrew. She's the proprietress.
Okay. And we got a common room to sleep in. And that's where I stopped.
Yeah.
And then Dak was going downstairs to meet Cafe for a late snack or late dinner
That's
or
right.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My notes end at I met my doppelganger, so.
No. That's,
Shower inn or milk
Oh
bar.
yeah.
oh yeah, because they were gonna go to the milk bar
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
And
That's what I wrote. We were in the tavern with
because
Dax.
because everyone was like, yeah, Dat Chateau Romani dough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did mention that.
Let's see. Remember what things.
Yeah, that's why I had Eco Splendor on my list. Makes sense now.
Yeah. They're trying to raise.
What are you doing in there?
Because we got stuck in the woods
Can't
for a
even
while.
I put my card
I
on.
forgot things.
For
Now that
perception.
Now that I've played
Which is
some
wisdom.
Breath of the Wild, I'm
I know.
expecting
That's
to
why I was
die
like, I thought it was
every 3
charisma.
seconds.
I got confused. Don't touch my nerd cred.
I haven't got to see it yet because she took it with her when she would go see her boyfriend. I haven't fucking seen it since. Even though I paid for it.
Yeah, you were house sitting. It's not my fault.
Mm.
So was I. That is my fault.
This is not a reality show.
No, this has been a reality show this whole time. We just don't go into separate rooms when we do our monologues. We
No, we're just
sit
dead in
here.
front of each other. Amanda's a bitch.
Like a bunch of assholes.
I'm not here to make friends, guys.
I'm gonna play the game, and I'm gonna win.
And they're like, I don't actually give a shit,
You're going
guys,
D&D?
about this contest.
I'm here for the free vacation.
I'm just here for the food.
Someone told me there was beer.
Right.
They lied.
My friends got me really
That's
drunk, and then I was on the plane here, and
I
it's
don't know
cool.
what happened.
It's been cool so far.
Spoiler alert, you die a lot.
Thank you.
Bro, I'm okay.
All right,
Here
go.
we go.
I'm just
Here's
here to
my shoe.
creepily write notes about everybody.
Good times with my shoe. There you go.
I need a picture.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
So
some linen.
I failed.
you guys are choosing your bunks in the large common room.
Yeah.
There are 4 double bunks and 2 single twins off to the side. So you can.
Single twins.
And
You a doppelganger?
Yes.
Dak claims one of the bunks, and he's like, "I'm gonna go hit up Cafe for some grub."
Whatever's closest to the fire.
And he walks. Actually, there's the 2 twin beds,
I'll go.
but they're at opposite sides of the room, so it's a little weird, but it's whatever.
We'll
Or
spend our whole life
they're
together.
opposite. Yeah.
Oh.
So he's like, "Yeah, the city's not huge, so
So the cuddles.
you're probably gonna, just if you don't leave the city, you probably won't ever get lost. So, and then we're heading through the clock tomorrow after daybreak. So, but the milk bar doesn't open up for another 2 hours. So I know I'm gonna be hitting that up.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be escorting the theater troupe.
The theater
Yeah,
group
back to the clock.
that
Yeah.
I'm in. Not in.
Oh yeah, that's right. You doppelganger.
It's snoring against my leg.
He does that.
It's a rad feeling.
Aw.
He is a loud snorer.
No, it's good. So Dak heads downstairs, and you are left to your own devices for the evening.
I just grab a bottom bunk and just plop my stuff there.
There are clocks ever present in every room, so you can see that it is about 7:30 or so about 8:30 p.m. It's dark out.
Are all the clocks exactly like the same time?
Yeah.
What if I change it? Will it ruin things?
No, it'll stay off.
Don't make the word implode.
I don't know. I'm just this place is weird. I just want to touch all the things and see what happens.
You don't know the rules.
I don't actually care about the rules.
Screw the rules. I have money. Kind of a cool.
I have a really important cousin and
I
a
was
really
saying-
expensive
I
spear.
feel like in her situation, it's screw the rules. I got fists.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm I cast Trident.
Punch adversity in the face.
Peace through power.
Yeah, so 7:30. Wait, you said 7:30 in the
8:30.
evening. Oh, 8:30.
Yeah, that was off.
Okay.
Dak headed downstairs. You guys are just gonna bunk it up for the evening, or are you gonna follow him around and see some of the nightlife?
Wow.
I'm gonna follow Dak.
You hear this noise from the next room. Apparently, someone
Someone's-
has turned in early.
Yeah. Not too early to sleep.
Jesus Christ, God.
I really hope that the mic could pick that low rumbling.
We'll see.
That was pretty
Picks up,
amazing.
picks up all sorts of other random noises. Cool. So you're gonna follow Dak.
Yeah, I gotta go with Dak.
He moseys downstairs.
Sister comes too.
And he goes around a corner into the back kitchen. You can smell it as you drift into it, and you turn the corner and you see this kid. Well, he's not a kid. He's like a young adult.
Yeah.
He's about your guys' age. And he goes, "Kevin," and Kevin goes, "Dak," and they hug. He's like, "What are you cooking?" And he's like, "Oh, the usual." And so he's got pots bubbling and some pan searing and there's stuff going, and it smells really delicious. And he goes, and Dak goes, "Cafe, these," and Cafe looks over and he goes, and he's like, no, they're from Termina, they're from Hyrule, and they're Gerudo. And he's like, "What's a Gerudo?" And he's like, "They're the desert people
This
in our."
is a Gerudo.
And he's like, "Oh, cool." So he introduces you, Ruli and Iberia. And he's like, "This is Cafe, this is Anju's husband, and blah, blah, blah." No, but serious cougar situation. because Anju is a mature woman.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Whereas this guy, he's obviously he can't be more than like 20. Maybe 25.
There's a redid. I hear it.
And so he's like, "Hey, you guys want to try some fish, or maybe some chicken, or some cuckoo? What do you guys?"
Fish.
And Dak's like,
Is this a
I feel like in
permanent
fish,
thing?
when fish happens, I just like pop up. What?
Yeah.
Where?
What?
Right.
No, we just all appear in the doorway suddenly.
I
What?
think I heard about that
You
once.
call?
Isn't it like poisonous?
"Nope, just smells like it."
Why would you eat something that smells like poison?
Cuckoos don't smell that great either, but they're delicious.
They are
I
also
can attest to
evil.
that.
They are also full of evil.
The better to murder them and eat their tasty flesh.
You're right.
Nero's gonna murder everybody in here.
The pirate chicken strolls
Pirate
in.
chicken.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the eye patch.
Yep, that's right. Because Nero has an eye patch that makes him a sniper spotter.
She
She
is
Her,
a badass.
that's right.
We shall partake in your fish.
He's like, yeah, all right, cool. Here, let me plate it real quick. And he's like, fish and chicken and fish. There you go. Some greens and and
Surf and turf.
yeah. And he's
Surf and
like,
cluck.
yeah.
Surf and cool.
He serves out some plates. And, yeah, he sets them. He sets them up
Surf
on
and
the
cluck.
island in the middle, on the prep island in the middle there, and he's like, "We're not too fancy around here in the clock tower. Hands, dig on in." And yeah, you experience a fillet.
Ooh. Fancy. I keep trying to drink from this.
Critical
trying.
flavor.
Well, they're both empty, so I don't know what I'm
Well, one's gonna have
Would you
something
like
in it,
another
we'll see.
drink?
Yes, please, Joe.
We'll pour it right into your dice cup.
That's so
Oh
nice.
no.
But yeah, Dak jumps in right fast. He's like, "Oh, buddy," he's like,
There's glitter
"You don't eat the
and
bump."
I almost ate it.
There's some glitter right on one of your
This side of the
eyelashes,
table was kind of covered
and
in
it
glitter.
sparks at me at just the right moment.
Yeah, it's on your eyelid.
Sorry.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Where the fuck is all this glitter? Why am I covered in glitter?
like I said, there was glitter on this end of
Children.
the table.
Oh.
Because children.
It's-
No.
You
don't
need a
have to-
mirror.
Yeah.
It's there forever.
It's
It's
okay,
glitter.
yeah.
Once you contract it.
just keep winking at Jaren with your left eye. Really fuck with him.
Yes. Do you want my cluck?
Yeah.
Always balanced.
Yeah. And so he's digging in. He's like, "Oh yes, you guys are from Hyrule, from the desert region of Hyrule. We don't have much desert out here. The closest we have is Ikana Canyon, and it's fairly temperate, it's just sort of barren. And then of
so
course
sad.
there's the beach, but that's it's
Where do
got an
your
ocean
pros
next to
live?
it. Huh? Ikana.
Which is
It's more of a mountainous region
Hmm.
to the west. So yeah, some people have settled out there recently, ever since like
Thank you,
the
Sir
pose have
John.
quieted down. It's weird. But yeah, I know. People keep trying to move into that castle. I don't know how well that's going to work. Apparently, it's still haunted. But, yeah. Dude, give up that pain in the ass.
I'm sure that was gonna stop for a while.
And he's like, "Well, how was the trip out? Like, I've never been through the clock and I've never been through the woods. So, what's that like?"
Woodsy.
I'm trying to remember if I remember. Like, we got lost in the woods because she didn't believe, and then blamed it on. Oh no, we had to wait in front of the tree for like fucking ever.
We camped there forever.
Because we had to keep dreaming of
Yeah.
things we.
Yeah.
believed
And I
in.
kept rolling terrible
And she-
perception rolls.
We kept not finding our happy thought, and then
Well, for some of us, it's harder than others to find what makes us calm. It was a long wait.
Cafe seems fairly pensive and
Can you?
much more mature.
I wasn't blaming you.
For someone of his
If
age.
you're feeling guilty, don't blame it on me.
I didn't
like-
say anything.
Oh man, hey, do you guys want seconds? You good? Like a little leftover? You know?
No, I'm very good, thank you.
All right.
So, like, where do we get some quality booze around here?
Huh? Well, we don't really partake of the hard stuff that often. We have some, if you'd like. We've got some wines and some ales, but around here we actually drink milk.
Yeah, we do too. It's weird.
Oh,
I mean, we don't, because there's not a lot of cattle where we live. But no, there's a ranch.
oh, that's what that milk bar is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually it's rolled around later into the evening. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna finish cleaning up, and then the milk bar opens at 10, and it's like 9:30, 9:45 already. Oh, if you go check on the clock that you messed with, it's back to the correct time.
Oh,
He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna clean up here and make sure the inn doesn't burn down, and we can head over. Yeah, we usually lock up, and then, I mean, if you guys have keys, you can get back in with that key, but the doors stay locked.
I'm like, do we have keys?
I think the group has a key. Like, I think Dak got one.
Okay.
Because the common room
I don't know. I'm not usually the type to think about those
isn't
kinds
really
of details.
locked. It's just a key into the inn or not.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. So he starts putzing around the kitchen, putting back or scraping off dishes, scrubbing them down, cleaning up pots, storing leftovers in an ice box, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And you all sort of banter or quietly contemplate your situation, as whichever the case may be.
All that right there.
And you guys head out a few minutes before 10, and it's right across the path. Cafe is like, oh, so it's members only, but I think I can get you all in.
What do you have to do to be a member?
He
You
pulls
pay
out
money or something?
He pulls out a hat that is a cow head, and he goes, "You have to show proof of membership." And they're like, and the door opens, and it's Talon from Long Long Ranch, only wearing a much nicer outfit, and he seems much more aware of his surroundings.
I feel like at this point we kind of get it, and oh yes,
Which is especially weird because he's dead,
oh yeah.
right? He passed away.
Yeah.
He's dead
Yeah.
now.
So there he is.
That's insane.
And he goes, I see you remember. And the rest, and Dak's like, hey, we're visiting from Hyrule. Wonder if we could get like an evening pass? And the not Talon goes, yeah, all right, visiting dignitaries. You're with a fully vested member. Come on in. And so he opens the door wide so you can all walk down into a low sort of bar area. Long bar across one side, opposite the stairs. Little cafe seating area in front of a stage. And on the stage are a bunch of Zora tuning up, ready to play.
Neat.
Yeah, there's a bassist Zora who's got like this weird fin that swooped over his eye. And there's a drummer Zora who's like he you know, King Zora's still got a few 100 pounds on him, but he's ready to catch up, you know, given the opportunity. And then
We all aspire to be something.
yeah, a little bit. And there's a lead singer Zora female who looks a little bit like Princess Ruto, and a lead guitarist Zora who has a telltale green. Oh no, he's dead. Forget it.
Oh wow.
All right.
Yeah.
That escalated.
Murder.
I'm imagining the narration did something and the guy's like, I'm here, and then dead. And then another guy just replaces him.
Oh, he's dead now. Oh.
Yeah, that happened beforehand. It was sad.
Are we present for it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Many years ago.
Your people?
What's a milknar?
Don't know him personally.
Milknar.
Well, I can pretty much figure it out, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. So the guy who looks just like Talon introduced himself as Mr. Barten, and he's a bit wizened and a little thinner than Talon was typically, but the image is striking. There is also a young Goron who can like juggle 5 trays of milk steins, moving around the place, being undermined by this beast, moving around the bar.
We're trying to think of it as just like part of the scenery. There's a dog just hanging out in the milk bar.
And there is a steady flow of patrons coming through, and all of them are wearing this cow hat. This is obviously the mark of membership and seems to be required when in the bar.
So we kind of stand out for not having hats. Are people looking at us funny?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's Neural on his head.
I have an animal hat.
Yeah.
Mine's fresh.
Just an eye patch, just like a spot. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, like, ask Dak, how do we get one of these hats? Seems like we're out of place.
Oh, you asked Dak?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, you have to become a member. Membership, you have to like sign up for it and be approved by other members. You have to have a sponsor, that sort of thing.
Oh gosh, there's a
It's
process.
So it's a little.
So it's an Elks Club.
It's kind of. I mean, if you live around here, it's not hard. But we're not here all the time, and like.
Sorry, it's an Elks Lodge.
Yeah. And he's like, we're not here all the time, so we don't have time to pay the dues and whatever else. So it's cool. Every so often, someone will come over to the table and either ask Dak or you if they can have an autograph.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, because one of those people looked like Dak also.
Oh yeah, that's right. One of the
Yeah.
theater folks.
Knew it. Inside your actual name.
And they're like, Kill, or in the case of Dak, Meacham. Oh man, you guys have oh, I loved your performance as the King of Akana. You put out such a royal, air. It was fantastic, And this is to you, to Basil. It's like,
I worked really hard on it.
Good job, Kale.
you're
No, just like
Super awkward.
and such an imposing stage presence. You're yeah. Thanks.
Basil.
Yeah.
Wrong name.
And so
stage name.
yeah, and Dak's like, what? And then like as soon as you're like, he's like, thanks.
Totes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, how are you not members? You guys have performed here. And he's like, oh well, traveling and
Forgot my hat. Yeah.
can't,
It's got lost in the luggage.
Lifted a
Can't
whole.
be tied down to one place. We're wanderers.
And you guys are hanging out for a few minutes. And then a few of them walk in.
Oh.
And a couple people are like,
Shit. Abort.
Imposter.
yeah.
We're gonna have to live.
Wait, Rulia does it. Imposter.
Cheese it, guys.
We're gonna have to live as a fucking theater troupe.
Forever now.
Is this what you wanted? See what you've done?
Wow. So this is how the game ends.
Hey, at least you're not an NPC.
Somebody-
At least you're not a monster's pet
Yeah.
this
I
time.
was about to say somebody will adopt us.
Yes.
Sorry.
It'll be fine.
I didn't mean for it to turn out that way. I just wanted to be able to talk to
Underestimate the power of bards.
He was a big giant animal, so there was a lot of empathy for this beast.
This is one protection.
Yes.
So, you guys.
The employee of Pillow, the
We
evil
bonded over
mastermind.
that. We really bonded over.
Yeah, Pillow, the freaking villain of that entire game.
Clearly.
Yeah. When nobody's watching, he's wearing like a high-collared cape.
So, there's no menus or anything.
Right.
And you know
What you got?
the Goron rolls up to your table, and he's like, "So, what are we having tonight? Regular or chateau?" And Dak's like, "Chateau, all around." And he goes, "Very good." And Cafe's like, "Yeah, the regular stuff's like, it's all right. No, you need to have the chateau, especially if it's your first time." And they're like, "All right, cool." And he
It's
comes
like fancy milk.
he comes rolling back, and
It's gonna be like eggnog.
he's got a number of steins, and he sets them out in front of each of you. It looks delicious, cool, refreshing, you know. And he's like, "Separate tabs," and Cafe's like,
Oh.
"Well, put it on our tab." And he goes, "Of course, Cafe," and then rolls on back out. And so Dak, like, two hands on the stein, he's like, "Yeah," and he just starts chugging it like he's in a competition or something. And he comes off the end of it, wipes the lips, right, and he's like, "Yeah, that's the stuff." And
All right, like, I see him do that. And
Cafe's
I
also
start-
taking good pulls on it.
I'm gonna try to drink it all down too.
You missed where he was snoring against my leg.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
very loudly.
Video too.
As you partake of the milk, it is indeed creamy, delicious, cool,
That's
refreshing.
lactose intolerant.
It's like halfway through the mug.
You just realize it halfway
No.
through, like, I
You
didn't-
take a drink, say it, take another drink.
Well, I mean, he's like sipping.
Weren't you from?
Just hit the water button. There you go.
Weren't you from the ranch?
That's racist.
I was. Whatever. I'm not, I won't.
Not originally.
I see. Yeah.
And
So I mean, when I drink it though, it doesn't do anything to me. Other
You-
than just
anyone who has who has caster abilities,
I do.
go ahead and roll me a wisdom check.
Oh,
You turn into She-Ra.
I rolled a 15.
21.
15.
The 15s, this damn tasty milk.
Yeah.
You feel like you could cast 1,000 fucking magic missiles and go all day, every day.
I can't catch any magic missiles.
And you with the 20, you're like,
Ah, thank you.
this. So you've had, you know that Lon milk has some incredible restorative properties. This is like that, but cranked to 2,000 with no ill effects. Like you're like, I should be farting by now.
Oh my god, it's like lactose
oh,
intolerant.
shit, then.
Okay.
Yeah, and like you like feel a oneness with nature that you don't normally pick up on, and you're like, I could cast all my spells and then cast them again. That doesn't happen. I cast one and I get kind of tired and need a sandwich, but something about it just makes it that much easier and more accessible, and like you feel like you're picking up on Neural's body language more so than normal. It's really weird.
Wow.
It's like,
You.
chug it down.
Oh yes, and if anyone had any damage or used up spells, all HP is restored and all spell slots are restored.
Wow.
Right. Gotta find some bottles.
So yeah, Dak pulls out. Well, actually, funny you should mention that. Dak pulls out a coin purse, and he slides it over to Cafe, and Cafe's like, "You don't have to." And Dak's like, "Nah," and Cafe's like, "I appreciate that, thanks." And he takes the pouch. And if any of you kind of pick up on this, Dak's like, each of those is about 200. Is about 200 rupees a piece. Or no, sorry.
Figured. It's 1 silver equals 1 rupee, right?
Yeah, he's like, each of those is about 200 rupees a piece.
Wow.
Wait, is that the drink or the money?
Money.
Oh.
I thought you were pushing back the drink.
He's like, no. There's some purples in there. It's fine. It's fine. We're bonding. I can expense it. It's cool.
I still put down
Expensive.
100 rupees. That would be.
Dax got a company card.
This one's like, let him pay!
Yeah.
Then he'll expect something of us.
That's
And then-
fine with me.
It's not Dak. It's Cafe. Well, you can have the little one. That one's married. It's used.
Excuse guys.
So the Zora band has started rocking out a little bit, and it's loud, but it's not like obnoxious, and it's sort of like jazzy, splashy, ha ha ha.
Good job.
Yeah, and it's got there's a real good vibe to the whole place, loungy, sort of groovy. And yeah, the number of people in this bar that you see that look familiar is super weird. You like you would feel at home if it wasn't weirding you the hell out that all these people look the same.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not like all the same as each other, but look familiar.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
So after hour and a half hanging out, sipping on Chateau, Cafe's like, well, I need to get back to Anjou. We have some late night cleaning to do before.
That's how they call it.
Before her mom takes over the morning shift, and so they'll kick you out at last call, or but if you leave, you can't get back in without a member. So, but you guys would be fine otherwise. Dak's like, actually, I'm gonna head back,
We can check out whenever we want.
but you could never leave.
God damn it.
Tell California just with really
He's like,
awesome milk.
yeah, Dak's like, I'm actually heading on. I'm gonna head back in. Anyone want the key? Because I'm going with Cafe, so he can let me in. But
I mean, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
he slides the key over to Gustav, and he's like, I'll see you guys in the morning.
To be fair, he's
At the clock tower.
the most trustworthy.
Yes. I mean, out of character, I agree.
I mean, Basil will lose.
Straight
it
up,
somehow.
just evil eye. I evil eye
We'll have to
Dak.
go. We'll have
What
to
do
go
I
to
roll for
Quest.
evil eye? Intimidation.
Yeah, throw an intimidate check. Hold on, let me get a counter roll. Here's my dice. What'd you get?
I'm just spit it all out immediately.
He starts sliding over to Grim, and he's like, and he looks over and he sees your glower, and he goes,
Does anybody want this? I'll take
he
it.
goes, oh, it's because he's old. I mean, and because you guys are young and beautiful, and I don't. Not
I
that
just
you're not
think that
beautiful.
you're hot at this
I
point.
think-
I'm talking.
I mean, you're not beautiful. You're handsome. Rugged. I mean, you're not. I'm not into it because but you.
This is a disaster.
Here.
You should just leave.
It's
I
like-
think you're.
Bye. And
Yeah.
he turns around.
I'm out. Immediately changes
She
his
actually
name
just slides it
and-
right back to
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I don't want it anymore.
You know,
There's cooties on it.
He's like, Kevin. How are you an you? He's like, I told you we're fine. You asked me that already. As they walk
so
up,
scary and pretty.
he takes off the cow hat
That was amazing.
as they walk out the door.
You want
I'm not
this?
exactly
Yes.
sure what happened.
That's nice.
And the Goron comes back over.
He
And
understands where he belongs.
the Goron comes back over and
Indeed.
collects the cups. And he's like, another round?
No, thank you, good sir. I've had my fill. We're not used to milk.
I've got a
So
purple
we're
key
used to it.
somewhere.
You'd need 4 of them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I know, but I got hella money.
Is
I found like
is that-
hella treasure chests.
A picture of Basil on the
Yeah.
back of the sheet.
Yeah, I don't have hello money in the Valley panel, but so
Oh yeah.
What are we doing?
Did we get paid for finding those people?
Yeah, I found a chest full of rupees in the
Yeah.
dungeon.
You didn't think to share it with the team?
No.
Don't worry, I'll remember that later.
Right.
Basil opened the chest and was like,
I found a key.
there was
Key is
nothing
the only
there,
important
guys.
thing.
There was nothing.
There were some bones in the key.
Just dust.
In a box. There's nothing in the box.
God damn it, Megan. Why don't you write important things down?
Haha, now you're broke.
I still have hella money though because I didn't spend that much food on my
I wrote-
character.
Your rupees just evaporate.
No, they're all scattered through the lost woods.
And
You'll find them as you
I
come
also
back.
have a bag. I also have a patch that's a bag of gold, 10 gems.
what? We had money.
Because she's got the jacket of random bullshit.
Yeah, I have 10 gem patches. Each gem is worth
That's right.
100 gold. Which
That's where Basil
Rupees,
pulled
I
out that
guess.
battering
yeah,
ram.
each one's like a gold rupee.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow.
which funny enough makes sense for this setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's where you pulled out your battering ram too, right?
Yeah.
That you
I
used
remember
as a
that.
bludgeoning weapon.
That was pretty cool.
100 gold.
Alka-bomb.
I still have 34,000 gold.
Oh, that's
I have
right.
almost 35,000 gold. So, like,
You didn't buy yourself any magic items, that's why.
yeah, I know.
Mhm.
I can fix that later.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought all the
I
magic
found
items.
magic items. I didn't even need to build them for myself.
Basil was all like, holy shit, milk I can drink. Bring all
no,
of
yeah,
it.
no, it's like, another sir.
Wow. Yeah, they like this table suddenly because they're this high roller.
Throwing gold, like throwing rupees on
They're
the
just like-
table. Just like, nah, take it.
Basil's a nudist pimp.
Making it rain crystals.
Just drinking milk.
Yeah, however many more you guys take on.
I mean, it's all Basil unless he's sharing.
200 rupees a pop.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Grim is the only non-magic thing there. It's like, it's really refreshing. It's good milk. I don't know why you're so infatuated with this, though.
You do feel like you could whip a bunch of recruits into shape like right now. It's pretty rad.
I'm gonna go jog 20 miles.
Yeah, it's that same high you get when you see them not fucking it up. It is
Right.
it's glorious.
Well, you start crying a little bit over your milk.
Right.
I got a little bit emotional there.
No, you get dust in your eye because
That's right.
you're just so damn proud.
Not used to the air pressure around here.
No, yeah, it's weird.
So close to the
Dusty.
coast.
It's dusty in here in this bar where there's no airflow.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's too close to waterfront. That's
It's the salt air, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's...
Even though it's several miles from this town.
It carries, man.
It's
Yeah,
Good-
the breeze. It's
a
the
good
breeze.
southern
Just
breeze.
carries over. Yeah, no.
So you guys enjoy the charms of the Clocktown Milk Bar. Mr. Barton comes over and he's like, "You guys enjoying? Having a good time? Good?
Yeah.
Glad handing a little checking all the tables, making sure everyone's good." He's like, "How's Darmini? He treating you good? You good? The Goron kid?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
He's great.
My waiter?
It was
good?
wonderful.
Okay. All right. Good. All right.
Very
Good
strong.
kid. Oh, yeah. Good stock."
Aw. What did you do?
And so he's, the The band plays a small set, takes a break. There's applause. A couple of the other theater troupe guys come over and they're like, "Hey, how you liking the bar? Is it rad? Is it good? What are you thinking?"
Great.
Do you guys have anything like Chateau Romani in Hyrule?
Not
I mean,
that I
we're
know
not
of.
from where the milk is from, so
Not that I know.
I mean,
Well,
there's
so
the
I drank
ranch,
it already.
but it's not like this stuff.
Huh.
we have pose and scorpions.
I mean,
The stuff we usually drink makes you feel less invigorated, not more. So it's a bit of a change of pace.
I don't know. Huh.
Slows you down a little bit.
I suppose an easy answer would be no.
No, that's fine. Yeah. Huh. Cool. I'm sure we'll find something else exotic and amazing that we haven't encountered.
Yeah, usually over there I drink stuff that makes me forget what the heck I was doing the night before.
Oh, so booze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, we have that too, but you know.
Well, I mean, this is our first time in Termina. We got to do what
Yeah,
the Terminans
yeah.
do.
Yeah. No.
Figured we try it out.
He's like, all right, cool. Yeah, you guys are cool. Someone starts like chatting up one of the band members and Cal, and also J-Lip is there, and
I remember who Jillith is.
they're like, apparently that's Cal's girlfriend person. She berates him constantly, so you imagine that they're an item.
All right.
Sounds about right.
I'll live vicariously.
And he suffers it well. So you're like, oh. Yeah. And apparently, somehow they get talked into going up on stage and performing a short scene, and you get to see them, banter and be a little witty. And you guys are like, it's weird. You may have heard of this story, but it's slightly different. The characters have different names and the genders are swapped. And it's a little funky, but basically these two fall in love and their families are separated, and then they agree to meet at a tomb, and then one of them thinks the other died and threatens to kill himself. And, exactly. But then she finds him at the last minute, and they are like, I thought you died. And they're like, no, I was ready to die for you. I was like, no. And they live happily ever after, and everyone applauds.
All
And,
right.
This feels unrealistic.
I expected it to end a different way.
Right. That doesn't happen.
And they run away together. So it's late, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. The sun has been down for many hours. And yeah,
I don't know where my sister went.
Darmini has cleaned like all the tables. There's
Drinking all that milk.
There's no bugs anymore. It's last call. Mr. Barton's like, all right, everybody out. All right.
And get the fuck out my bar.
Yeah, it's
All
like,
right.
come on. Some of us got.
You don't gotta go home. But
Yeah,
you
some
can't
of us
stay
gotta get up at the crack of noon to get ready for the next day. Come on, out you go.
All right.
So lines of cow hats filter up the stairs and out the door to the very. Yeah, a little bit. You're like, huh, interesting.
I had a really bad slaughter joke.
I was thinking of one.
I'm gonna make it.
What was it?
No, it's okay. Anyway, so yeah, we all leave. It's in poor taste. It's in very poor taste.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone's
Yes,
like, all right,
because
no,
this table is
see more.
highbrow as fuck.
Yeah.
That's some highbrow milk joint.
some of the couple of Termina Theatre Troopers are like, night, we'll see you in the morning, blah, blah, blah. And like one or two patrons are still kind of like doing this thing between Kill and Basil, and and they head off towards the
I
south
just
end
think
of
it's
town.
funny.
You guys turn in for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take my milk drunken sister, put her to bed.
The next day breaks.
So I just go to sleep feeling really good, I guess, because
Yeah.
I've been
No. Yeah.
super
And
good.
great night's sleep.
Diet Coke.
Yeah.
That's how good you feel.
All right then.
Whenever you're like, oh, I just feel so good. It just makes me think of the old like 80s Diet Coke.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mentos.
This thing is way too focused on me.
And then,
Well, now that Amanda's gone.
What the fuck are you doing?
letting you be awkward.
Thank you.
And yeah, day breaks. You feel
Wow.
good.
Oh, my
A snake.
goodness. I can make a baboon.
Hey, sweet, wait, oh, there's that again.
Please don't use. Makes a baboon.
I can make a frog.
It was super huge.
That coil of hair.
This is fucking happening.
Yeah, we just decided to take a break and be strange.
You're welcome.
Not any different than usual.
Not unusual. Could you stop feeding the guinea pig?
Trying to get it to make the noise your chest.
Didn't you just go talk to it? It loves you.
Yeah, it's there's other
broken.
noise. It's just there's a
Broken. Take it back.
Does this?
Do they have the receipt for that thing?
No. It's been too long.
You can always return it. They got it from Costco, from like Target, right?
No.
Just take it back then.
Costco. It was a big jar.
Where the costs go.
The next day, y'all roll out. You actually don't feel like particularly tired for those of you who normally sleep 8 hours or more. And you guys get into the central district of the Clocktown, and there's the wagon pulled up into the main area of the district, pointed at the double doors that you all came through underneath the clock tower, and you're like, how's that fucking wagon gonna fit into that? And you're like, maybe, I guess.
I would like to see this mess up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, put it through. Show me.
I feel like I'll just stand and watch too. I'm just like, all right.
Just hear it grind.
Show me how you're gonna do it.
And so you all greet each other in the morning,
Open ones preferably.
and
Unless it's empty.
Can
I don't know.
and Dak
I'm too small.
I can't read it.
and Dak and Molly
Cookies.
Oh, the open cookie.
Oh, are there any left in that?
There are two.
All right, we'll bring them both. Two is not going to satisfy me.
Oh, I can grab the other one.
There we go. Thank you, Sally.
There's a whole team enterprise.
Oh yeah.
so Dak looks over and he's like, all right, so cool, let's head home.
Direct eye contact.
And he's like
That's remarkable.
My new favorite game.
yeah, Molly looks over and she's like and Dak's like, let's go. And so Atos
Just
and
runs off and
Jalith
we never see him again.
are there on the backboard at the top of the wagon, and there's two horses attached to the wagon, and they yaw them.
The milk, Amanda.
Meacham and Zap both open the doors
Which one?
into the clock tower. Meanwhile, Kale is on top of the wagon, and as it's getting to the doors, and you're like, ooh, I don't know if it's gonna clear it.
This is right.
Oh.
And then
Right.
That's good.
You made her want to drink milk.
Jalith knocks twice on the top of the wagon.
On the ceiling, if you want me.
Yeah, and then
It's twice on the pipe.
Bang bang on the door, baby. Bang bang. Yeah. Exactly.
Rusted.
Someone recently argued with us about that. Was that you?
No, because I don't actually know what the words are.
It is tin roof rusted.
Like that sounds right. Like
No,
I'm
it was
like,
at Brian's wedding reception. I think it was Gilly.
Well, Gilly's
fucking
wrong.
Gilly. Gilly's wrong a lot,
It's charming.
and I love to tell it to him right in his face. I'm like, shut your face hole, you're
It's a good thing
wrong.
he's handsome.
With the chubby cheeks. Come here, big boy. And what I saw him last night, great. You threw a pizza box at me, motherfucker. It's okay, I did tell him to suck my dick.
So you probably deserved it, I'm sure.
Yelling at him to, you told someone to suck your dick and they threw a pizza box at you?
Yeah.
Oh,
The door opened and I was getting ice.
I can see you saying that to Diane or something. Anyway, she knocks twice at the top of the wagon, and Kale slaps his hands down on the top of the roof, and you hear him mutter an arcane string of words, and it shrinks down to a third of its size, including him, including the horses, including Jay and Atos, and Atos just sits there going,
It's like a reduced person, but more. Can I wait?
Fly.
I could try to spellcraft that.
"Oh, a jerk on it."
Oh, or that. Oh, okay. I rolled a 9.
You're like, "Yeah, it's magic."
I saw some magic happen.
He magicked
now.
it smaller. It's pretty cool. And
I rolled a 28 spellcraft.
yeah, it's a particular version, or it's very similar to the spell reduce or shrink person or reduce size. Apparently, he knows a variant that allows him to do it to multiple objects at once.
Oh. Don't do it.
What?
She just breathed her barks on me.
Oh, you don't like root beer?
No.
Ha!
You did it on purpose.
But it has bite.
It's good.
So Zat and Meech hold the doors open as the cart moves through, and Jack kind of looks back at the rest of you and he's like, perimeter, set up a line, whatever. And yeah.
So like everybody's
That's right.
mini. It's so cute.
Is this their normal size?
Kale looks up at you. He's like, "No, why would you say that?"
I really need to resist the
magic.
urge to just be like,
I think I prefer them this way.
yeah, can you just stay that size? Makes it easy to protect.
Looks at Meacham and it really has to hold herself
Big
back
are
and just
they
pick him up.
actually?
Huh?
I said, well, how big are they actually? Because the cart was pretty big before they shrunk it.
It's a third of the size.
Yeah, I know, but what was this? Like, what are the dimensions? Like, how big is it?
Well, so if it's like a 10-foot, if it was like a 10-foot wagon, then it would shrink down to about 3 feet.
Okay.
And each of them are about a foot and a half tall, or
Yeah,
two.
They're just
Has
like
to really hold her back
size
and
of
just picking up
freaking
Meacham's.
Oh no,
being like,
Meacham wasn't affected, but
Oh, okay,
Kale
yeah.
and Atos
Oh,
and
then I'm not
and Jalith were.
Yeah.
Meech and Zat are actually same height. And you imagine that some of the other members are in the wagon are also smaller.
I mean, they would
so
have to.
tiny.
try to like.
Yeah.
What's going on, dude?
It's like, if you want, you can ride along. I mean,
Absolutely not.
If you told me beforehand, like,
Nah, this is more fun.
So
okay,
they're about the size of Neural? Like, is Neural bigger than them?
yeah, Neural is about as tall as any of them. Like, they could wrestle.
Somebody should ride Neural. Come on, let's watch.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's like a medium. Yeah, it would be like a human trying to ride a war dog. It's not quite.
Same.
It doesn't quite match.
All right, so she pulls her heavy mace out and slings it over her shoulder and goes, I guess we're walking with them.
So you guys trek through the entryway into the clock, and you see Pamela's alcove there. It's empty because it's not noon. And you guys start your way down a gradual sloping path, and you guys get to stairs, and then Meech and Zat put some slats that they had in their packs underneath the wagon, and they sort of like lift them up and put them down under the stairs, or not under the stairs, but move them down the stairs. And it's sort of like a little operation. And once they no, but apparently they're aware of the potential challenges that this poses. Dak's like, nice, that worked out better than I thought it would. Nice, all right. And Atos is like, good thinking, Dak. Way to watch out for us.
I feel like I'm laughing too much to be effective at actually protecting them right now.
So you guys start getting into some of the more rough-hewn tunnels. The horses are getting a little spooked, so like cats. Sat and Meech are like trying to calm the horses.
We're small.
Yeah. And you guys start coming into more earthen territory, and you start going up a slope again, and you hear the telltale chirp and whistles and overtoned rush of wind that denotes the Lost Woods. You come up out of the large tree that you all went into beforehand, and as the cart comes out, Kale hits the top of the cart once more, and the enchantment breaks and it blows back up to full size.
Aww.
And do you voice this?
Yeah, I do.
And Kale goes, I can still do the voice if you want. Jay glares at him, and he's like, what, baby?
I'm just like, extremely amused.
She lets her stink eye just focus forward. And
I know that look.
yeah.
I know.
And Atos is like, save it for the performance, Kale. Save it for the performance. And he's like, it's always a performance, Atos.
Is Kale one of those people who can't turn it off?
It does.
You don't
seem
know.
That
Maybe.
way.
So you guys come out into the woods, and everyone sees a bunch of the people that were in the cart roll out. Like the Goron kid literally rolls out, sort of stretches out, rolls for a little while alongside.
Gets a couple tumbles in.
Yeah. And you guys start trekking through the woods. The cart, again, barely clears through the arches of trees that you guys start moving through. And then after a few of these paths, you come into that large oblong clearing that you spent your second night in. And you're all like, yeah, it's you feel kind of weary. You're like, no, it's time to camp up. It's good. So the troop throws down one of the sides of the wagon, and it makes like a makeshift tent camp space, and they all sort of start making camp. Dak and Molly, if you guys start pitching in,
Yeah, sure.
sort of make an extended satellite, or not satellite, but osmose to form one large camp. And he's like, and so they're like, yeah, more eyes, more watches, more sleep. Our crew will watch this side of the clearing. So if your crew can set up a watch to the other side, then we've got two sides covered, and everyone gets a little more shut eye.
All right.
Sure. before you know it, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah, before you know it, there's a pot over a campfire, and there's a stew, and it is bubbling, and it is delicious, and there's bowls for everybody. Who's got first watch? Second watch.
I'll take second.
Third watch.
I'll take third.
Fourth watch.
Mhm.
And fifth.
Yeah.
You're not gonna watch with me?
Huh?
You're taking fifth watch?
No, what? Whatever you're doing.
Molly puts her hand up for fifth watch.
What? Well, fine.
And so
No, you're that upset.
You flip your proverbial table.
I didn't even.
I mean, I hand you one now and I reach for another one.
I was trying to say you didn't need to give me that.
Oh, I don't care. They're all cookies. I didn't lick it yet, if that helps.
Oh, one go.
Okay.
all right, so first watch. Cool. Second watch.
Yeah.
Cool.
Finger guns.
Third watch.
No, you didn't want to do watch with me. Fine.
Here you went. Spitting dumb.
Fourth watch.
Story of my life.
Fifth watch.
I'm sorry, I have a cold.
All right. So you guys managed to go the night unmolested,
Preferably.
Great.
and you pack up once more, and the wagon takes off once more, taking a meandering zigzag circular pattern through the boles of the trees. Perception checks.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, too busy.
I got a 19.
Oh,
For
Jesus.
once.
I got a 27.
Nat one?
Wow.
Yeah, but this bitch.
I
25.
got 9. I rolled a
You,
2.
you can tell Gwen you finally have diced that roll properly.
Yeah.
You can thank him.
Oh, I love that there was a lull in the game. Just in time.
Oh.
Okay. As you guys are passing through the trees,
You're
You're gonna just see a shadow. Just
No, I don't see anything.
You can get her arm every now and
You
then.
get like a little bit of.
Okay.
Oh! So, one of us is super detective, the other one isn't.
We switched.
so wait, what were your rolls?
Mine was a nat 1. She
Okay.
got a 25.
Okay.
It was a
Switch.
25, a 27, and a 19, a 9,
I
and
got
a
9.
1.
All right.
I rolled a 2.
So
I'm too busy looking at Dak being like, should I keep fucking with him?
So you you notice that the ever-present watching of the trees is a little more so than normal. You two realize that there are shapes moving through the trees, which is super weird because you can't move through the trees. You're either on the path moving through one of those bowls or not. And one or two of the other members of the troupe also like get a little nervous. Dak gets super quiet and he actually like calls to stop, and like Atos jumps down and like hushes the horses as you guys sort of wait. Perception checks
Character.
again.
Right.
Got the exact same roll.
21.
All right.
15.
24.
19.
That's back. Like this cup.
There are several shapes in the woods. Just outside.
But is there a bear? Is someone sleeping?
Someone sleeping? Yes.
That is always the question when we're in the forest. Is someone sleeping?
Shit. I feel like we solved something. I don't know what.
Whereas you two see clearly that there is one set of eyes locked in on you guys and two other forms, one on each side.
Might as well be at this point, I'm sure.
Look at the tall grass.
Okay.
And then this.
I do a, like, Tadak.
Uh-huh. He's like, yeah.
Basil gets out his fancy bow.
And once there's icy weapons, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dak
Weapons.
pulls out two short blades and sort of like
Still holding that mace, not like I ever fucking use it.
and like steps back like he's gonna move into the trees as well. Molly pulls out a wicked looking scimitar.
Nice.
Grim pulls it as brooch to get his armor.
I cannot use
And a resonant clacking
Yeah,
fills the clearing as your plates
because Grim is a
Like-
transformer now.
clicks in
I get
like
all
a fucking mech anime.
It's Grim Prime.
Neat.
You also notice
Shit,
should have
Grimlock.
elemental ring.
Holy fuck.
Uh-huh.
Missed opportunity.
Oh, man, it could be short.
I totally missed the missed opportunity. What the fuck just happened? I just.
one more
looked
round of
up.
perception checks if you choose, if you like. This one's
That was because I said Grim's a transformer now because
Oh.
I have this brooch that lets me put the armor on. So I was like, I'm Grim Prime, and I was like, oh no, holy shit, Grimlock.
Yes!
I got
20.
16.
22.
I got a 10.
All right, anyone 10 or above.
Oh,
14.
this bitch got a natural 20.
Holy shit, these dice.
Yeah.
Kale is obviously a sorcerer. Jalith is a
Can you spell?
warlock. Atos is a dex
I have
fighter.
spells and I don't have anything. to come
Toe
up with.
is a freehand monk.
Oh,
Zat is a
that's not
ranger.
very nice. I'm sure he has a name.
And
What Zat is a ranger?
oh no, Zat
I
you've
know,
noticed
it's just-
has a tick. Everything is Zat this, Zat that.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, when we Zat down, we yeah. Everybody
Don't laugh at this.
Everybody
species,
ready
man.
for a Zat attack? Yeah. Meacham also seems to be good with ranged weaponry, but pulls a short sword, and then how's that?
Yeah.
Jay, Atos, yeah, and so all of them seem perfectly proficient in defending themselves. Atos drops next to Meacham with the horses. Jay stays up on the backboard. Kale gets up on top of the wagon.
These people need our protection.
Zat
Neural jumped up on my shoulder.
Zat takes up a post on the back of the wagon, and Toe actually puts himself under the wagon to watch the sides.
Excuse me.
As soon as Grimm's plates, you take you take all this in. The rest of you see like, oh yeah, Zat's got a bow, and it's got
fine, I guess.
yeah, it's got like fish bone. It looks like a vertebrae. It's pretty rad. As you guys see the troop post up, Grimm's armor clacks into place, and almost as if that's a trigger for the forms in the mist, you hear screams from all around. Yeah, a little bit. And you see two forms come barreling through the trees, busting splinters and bark all across the clearing. Large, gross, deformed faces with mangled teeth, pale brown, pale gray skin, bald head, scraggled hair, pointy ears, mismatched leather and skins and furs. And they come rushing into the clearing, heading straight for the horses.
Oh, they're hungry.
Yeah. Roll initiative.
Aw, fuck. Not a good deal.
Oh, who?
I think
What do we? Why do I never remember escorts in any fucking game we play?
Where do you have your initiative?
Because that's a trend.
that's what we do.
It's your con mod, isn't it?
Dex.
Dex.
Yep.
So whatever your dex mod is. So you have 10. There you go.
Sweet.
Not knowing how to roll initiative at this table is on brand.
My dex is a 4. Why do I have a +3 in my con mod? What the fuck, yo?
What?
You should do this for.
In my initiative, I have +3 instead of +4. I've been hurting myself this whole time.
Good.
Wow.
I don't have to spot for initiative.
Excellent. Gustav, what do you got?
I got 10.
I also got 10.
You have more dicks than me. I guarantee.
Basil
it.
has 10.
Yes, you do.
Is Neural going to go on Basil's turn, or is she going to get her own turn?
Well, considering that she's my eyes right now, she should probably go on my turn.
That's right.
Okay.
Because we're doing the thing with the fancy bow and the eye flash.
Yeah, let's see. Just somewhere on the side, write a note.
I probably did at some point and then forgot.
Yeah.
To wonder what all these Magus things do again. That would be a good idea.
You have the same sheet we got, Megan. Initiative is like super tucked in, like here.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's like in a real awkward spot. I was looking for mine forever too.
All right. Iviria.
15.
Rolenta.
12.
Wow.
What? Oh yeah, I know I haven't proven it, but I rolled a 7.
You roll poop. You roll poop. Roll.
Poop, poop.
Irulia.
20.
Does anyone?
Not correct.
That's right. Butt rub.
Love. Butt scratchers. Butt scratchers.
Oh yeah. If anyone wants,
Oh,
go ahead and roll a
look at that bird.
knowledge. Knowledge nature. Or knowledge local if you're not local.
I got a 13 knowledge nature.
Yeah.
These are bugbears.
Uh,
They're a type of goblinoid.
I got 24 dungeoneering.
These are not just. Sorry. They're not bugbears. That's what they are in other settings.
Mm.
In this setting, they are.
Calm lay down. No. Thank you.
Oh, lay down and sneeze, right?
So you had to clean up some of these on occasion, wandering out of the Lost Woods way back after the unification,
Lay down, boy.
and you haven't seen
Down.
these
Lay
in
down.
forever.
Mm.
But
I just hear.
Lay down. Lay down and stop licking people. God damn it. Phrases you never thought you'd say. Lay down and stop licking.
It's weird. Stop licking my knee.
Probably a much more comfortable place for you to be lying down, you stupid thing.
He just likes to have his face
You
up
told
against
me.
chairs.
You told me to lay down here.
He lays where he lays.
There's interesting smells right here. I'm just gonna stay right there.
Well, I told him to lie down, so he was like, all right, right here. And so he leaned forward, and right now he's got his legs and his head like around the chair legs.
Head drop.
Yeah. and
Lay,
it's just-
lay where I am.
And I guess he's comfortable. But
Guess that works for you, dog.
okay, now lay down. Now lay down. No, stupid, you're putting yourself right.
I can't see anything. I just see like a tail
Go wherever the fuck you want.
going like this.
Yeah.
Do what you want. Okay.
I'm back, guys.
It's fine.
He's yours now. There you go.
He's mine.
He's still shoved up in the table.
He likes whatever makes it. Maybe he has agoraphobia and he just likes to be in small cramped places. Oh Jesus.
There's so much happening off camera this week that you can't see, but trust us, it's exciting.
It's amazing.
It's
It's amazing.
Oh, it's actually not improved in this I have. It's Jitsu
Oh,
plus int.
Do you have one of your
Of course.
your
Tony and I
pictures?
repaired the fridge earlier. It was good.
And do my purse before.
Oh, he's found the screen.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we were there.
The one time you decide to listen to me, like 95% of the time, you're just like there's background noise.
Yeah, your voice just comes out.
White noise. All
I have entire conversations sometimes, and then like it's time to prompt her, and then
What? You were talking to me?
and then there's just like the sound of typing, and I'm like, you didn't.
You know what I do is I just fill in her after the conversation. I'm like, hey man, did you see that thing?
You just do the
Mana?
voice.
Hey, no? Okay. Yeah, I saw it, Lisa. It was really great. Thanks. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, maybe if you fucking talk to me, I wouldn't have my own conversations.
Makes you more interesting.
Yeah, I guess.
Moblins.
That's what
Yeah,
I said.
there
I said
you
it's a moblin, and
I
you looked
didn't
at me
remember.
weird.
Megan knows what
They
something's
pop up
called.
out of the ground when Steven plays.
It's on camera.
There you go.
Roll the tape.
Look at these weird things. They got horns in them.
Yeah.
That
The-
okay.
At least the version from Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild does.
These are predecessors to those. These are larger, fatter, uglier.
They're kind of pig-like.
Yes.
Right?
And so yeah, you had to clean up some of these way back, but these ones look more organized and meaner, just in general.
That's not good.
No, it's not. Let's see here.
Just more than
Is
just
it the
a
kind that has the sweet like nipple coverings?
I believe so.
Yeah, that.
Oh no, not quite those.
Good try. Good try.
Let's see here. Yeah, no, those are.
They don't even have
Is it like
nipples
one
to
of
cover.
Probably.
No.
Look
you
at the
want-
ones from.
Yeah, you want this guy.
You know, the ones from Ocarina or Link to the Past.
Yeah, here, go ahead and pass that guy around.
Yeah, there you go. They look like
Like
weird.
this one?
They look like weird bulldog pig man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they definitely look like bulldogs.
Okay, yeah, I saw that one.
I have multiple
All right. Yeah.
Gustavs.
Like, we wouldn't know this, but like I think they look kind of pig-ish because Ganon's supposed to look like kind of pig-ish.
Yeah.
Made them in his image. He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
But I guess we're not supposed to know that. He's
There
just
we go.
he's just creepy.
Only a matter of time. Where I've reached weird furry form.
Yeah.
Aurelia, what's your dex?
Moblin on Moblin action.
Aurelia, what's your dex mod?
+4.
Sure, okay.
Because
I
you know
wasn't
someone,
lying. It's +4. Oh.
you know someone somewhere was like, you know, those weird like pig bulldog things with the spears. What if they got it on with each
Basil, what's your dex?
+2.
Gustav, what's yours?
Dex?
Yeah.
0.
All right.
No dex.
Okay.
I have all the plate mail.
He
That's
doesn't
right.
need
No
no deck.
dex.
I don't need that.
Rolenta, what's your dex?
Mine is +4.
My constitution is my highest thing. I take a beating. I don't give them.
Okay. So that'll work.
You're a
I never start a
receiver.
fight, but I always finish them.
Last man standing.
Wow.
Basically.
All right.
Wow,
I
I
got
have-
endurance
I
and
have all these
dialogue.
extra bonuses that I didn't remember.
Basil can clear like a barroom brawl without actually beating anybody up.
All right.
He's just still up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You like bare knuckle
Anybody
boxing.
else?
I can add plus into my dodge AC and didn't realize it. So my base AC before spells is 22 now. I can beat you.
And you
Actually, I don't know
I'm
though.
trying to plan out my my spells before you get
minus
to me.
26.
For once.
Don't remember. Do you not stack types of AC? Is it just the biggest one?
It's the biggest one of every type.
Okay, so never mind. It's a 21.
So, like all of your armor,
I just realized
Then-
this ring I have is useless to me now.
natural, deflection,
Yeah.
dodge, like all of the categories add up to each other, but within one category they don't stack. You take your highest bonus.
8 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1.
So if you have like +1 because you have dodge, but you have like something that gives you +2 dodge for whatever reason, then your bonus is +2, not 3.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I have a ring, and then I have this. I guess they have canny defense, which is plus into dodge AC, which is a +3 for me. So that's
Right.
+2 I didn't have before.
I got Shield of Swing, so I can up my AC.
Gustav, make a perception check.
Are you gonna get stealthied?
Right. 19.
All right. What is your flat-footed?
Sounds like a sneak attack.
26.
All right. Everyone else, go ahead and roll perception checks.
Perception.
Nope.
I got a 25.
27.
18.
You all see a third moblin come darting up behind Gustav. What was your flat? 26?
26.
Okay. All right.
He snuck up behind me. We're up to that weird furry side you were up earlier.
Right.
Ew.
This is an amazing picture, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
He's singing and everyone is vomiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Looks like a scene in Dressing Files.
Everybody vomit! It's really bad singing, guys.
All right. A longsword comes clanging down on the back of your helm, doing 9 damage.
All right.
Ooh,
And
first
then-
blood. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to raise my AC.
So that doesn't hit. Another longsword clangs off your armor, and then you see a short sword. What's your normal AC?
Same.
All right.
I have no dex
And
modifier.
the short sword finds purchase. In one of your crevices for
My crevices.
5
My crevice.
damage.
My cabbages.
My cabbages.
I'm gonna start foaming at the
My
mouth.
crevices.
Drunk already? Oh, it was a cough. I thought it was a
And
hiccup.
it sounded like it.
I thought it was like the soccer cough when somebody makes a joke and it's all.
Right. There's like the.
Like a golf butt. But
Yeah.
Linus
Alright.
does this. He'll like, if we've done something he's not amused by, he'll look at us and go,
It really is.
This super straight face. Yes, dear.
There are 2 large moblins on each side of the clearing,
Uh-huh.
and a third one has just rushed
The horses.
Gustav
Grim,
and
yeah.
is belaboring him.
How close are all of we to the
Wagon.
caravan.
Within 10 feet.
Wagon.
All right. If you're not good at hand to hand, step in. And then she claps her hands and slams the ground, and a circle of a wall of ice encircles the caravan. Neat.
All right.
Which is, I mean, they're going after the horses.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
good with hand-to-hand combat.
All
I
right.
can't get hit. I need
Yeah.
protection. So that would be. Oh, that's a picture. Anyway, I create a hemisphere of ice with a radius of up to 3 feet, plus 1 foot per level. So I'm a level 10, so 13 feet radius. I can do so. I do a 10-foot radius around the caravan
All right.
and just shoot up an ice wall.
All right. And can friendly players move through that or no?
It is a wall of ice.
So we have to figure out who's outside the wall.
Yeah.
All right.
Or can I at least roll to be outside of it
Wow.
if I'm
I gave a quick shout out first. So we're gonna have a quick
Wait, huh?
You're stuck in the wall.
roll. Everybody step aside.
Yeah, just give us reflexes.
The spell creates an anchored plane of ice or hemisphere of ice, depending on the version selected. A wall of ice can not form in an area occupied by physical objects or creatures. Surface must be smooth and unbroken to create, blah, 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 blah. Any creature adjacent to the wall when it is created must attempt a reflex.
Yes!
A reflex.
Or just keep going. I'm not sure.
This is Lisa's day.
God damn it.
Jeez.
Reflex save.
Resex, you say?
Yeah, Relent was like,
Right
sure.
under
I wasn't
reflex,
even sure
it
we had a
says
first round.
successful. Yes.
We're already up for seconds.
Mhm.
Relent already had the first one in her mind.
Well, apparently I've just been undressing Dad with my arms all day, so it doesn't matter.
That's why he's uncomfortable.
She's either glaring at me or undressing, but I don't know what to do about it.
You should tell him how you like your wine.
Oh my.
I hope you all joke.
Because the camera's staring at you.
Yes, it works. Fire can melt the wall of ice and deals full damage to the wall instead of the normal half damage taken by objects. Suddenly, melting a wall of ice creates a great cloud of steamy fog that lasts for 10 minutes.
All right.
The hemisphere specifically, the wall takes the form of a hemisphere radius 3 feet plus 1 foot per caster level. The hemisphere is hard to break through as the ice plane form, but it does not deal damage to those who go through a breach.
All right. All right. The two that were headed for the horses see the wall and are confused by it.
Sudden ice.
They heard themselves.
Confusion. Yes.
And,
Suddenly ice.
Like, everybody move away. Wall everywhere.
and they take their large falchions and start pummeling on the ice. I'll just do.
How do I figure out?
Huh?
How do I figure out its thickness?
Use your hands.
I'm gonna slap you. It says it has 3 hit points per square inch for 10 inches. Shit, I lost that. Where did I read it?
Hmm.
Each 10-foot square of a wall has a 3 hit points per inch of thickness. Creatures can hit the wall automatically. A section of the wall whose hit points drop to 0 is breached. If a creature tries to break through the wall with a single attack, a DC for the strength check is 15 plus caster level.
Keep loading.
Even when the ice has been broken through, a sheet of frigid air remains. Any creature stepping through it, including the ones who broke through the wall, takes 1d6 points of cold damage
Oh,
plus
that's
1
handy.
per caster level, no save.
What's your caster level on that?
10, right?
Yeah,
You're
my caster
full-
level's 10.
You're full progression
Yeah.
caster.
All right.
Well, not as cool
So
as
it's
I thought it
25
was.
DC.
An immediate.
Oh,
I only have
got
one
another
immediate
plus to
action
that.
per turn.
So
One
that means
immediate, one free.
So both of
That
them.
means I can only
Oh,
do
I
the deflect bonus or the shield bonus, but not both. That means I only get to 24. You still beat me.
That's my job, though.
all right. So one of them.
Mine is to get
Oh, man,
lots
I
of
figured it out.
AC
Okay,
with stupid
so
magic
because I
tricks.
did the hemisphere, so it's a circular,
God, though, you
like
do
it
damage.
encircles
I
it.
know.
Right.
I'm just, I'm
If
They
they
can do
break
some
through it,
damage
it doesn't
too,
deal
but
that,
they-
that cold
they
damage.
flip to take
But it
hits.
works like the ice plane, so a sheet of hard ice appears. The wall is 1 inch thick per caster level, so it's 10 inches thick and 10 feet around. That covers a 10-foot square area per caster level, so I can cover up to 100 feet, and 10 feet high, blah, 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 any other combination of length. So yeah, it's 10 inches thick, so it's 3 hit points per inch of ice, and
So 30.
so, yeah.
All right. Cool. One of them comes out the wall and starts chipping away huge gouging pieces of it,
Yeah.
but doesn't seem to be making much progress, just throwing a lot of snow. The other one manages to crash through in one hit.
God, fuck.
Oh.
My wall.
Ice splinters everywhere.
Yeah.
that's not nice.
And it shoves its head through the breach and lets out this screech,
Yeah.
and the smell is
Oh, puppy.
disgusting.
Everybody vomits.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah.
Everybody wants.
Now it's the shine.
Iviria.
What the heck do I?
I'm going to see when I'm outside the wall. This doesn't matter.
You're probably standing with me in the
I know,
wall.
I know.
Do whatever you want. It's Peril, you don't want to watch with me.
Your mama.
It's your mama!
I'm trying to know she a hoe.
I'm going to
I'm in my
cast
father.
ball lightning.
Ooh.
Ball.
Yeah, lightning, no.
You got the balls, I got the thickness.
That's right.
It's all about teamwork.
Battle powers united.
We get a whole pack. Well, that's what you have.
That's right.
Oh,
Whoa.
you also have a. As you're playing a male
because I
character.
am male.
There you are.
Good job. Anyhow, so it'll make two balls of lightning,
Yes.
5
How does it
feet in diameter.
You're gonna hang him off your pizza.
You should contact juggle them. Labyrinth.
It would be quite the feat since they're 5
I am the best ball juggler.
Just immediately drop them.
So you're gonna send it at the one that's just breached.
Yeah.
I feel strange about this.
Roll to hit. Roll reflex save. What's up about it?
Do I have to?
How does it work?
It's, let's see.
I always have to look up all the ways.
Are they wearing
this
metal
works.
armor?
Do not give Khan
and
any of the bread
mixture.
items because he's actually gluten intolerant.
Well, he's got
Yes.
Is it a ranged
Then
touch or is it
Take a
a...
-4 penalty on saving throw, and the saving throw.
So, you got me.
That's my flip-flops.
Saving throw reflex.
I thought it was the die
He's
that
so
dies on the
jealous.
side.
Because he knows if he's gentle, he gets good
Absent-mindedly
treats.
clipping my flip-flops.
Reflex?
Mm.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Little shit. All right, that's all I got, Con. You can't have the bread.
Oh, I heard that.
I see no bread.
Why you know how
He's so soft. His little
your
dog
strength
lips.
face feats.
He keeps staring at me.
So astute.
Yes.
I can't help
I'm
it.
a well-behaved lunch.
When there's food.
There you are.
Those big puppy eyes.
10 plus caster level, right?
All of his eyebrows.
Or what's the save DC?
So expressive.
Spell DC?
Does it say anything?
What are you looking for?
Spell DC.
It's usually 10 plus spell level plus caster level, right?
It's a level 4 spell. 14.
So 24 probably.
Range, effect, duration, saving throw, was a reflex negates, spell resistance, deals 3d6. Doesn't say it on this page.
Yeah, that's the base.
Yeah, I think it's 24 probably. That
That would be
that makes
24.
sense.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Okay, so yeah, plus he doesn't really give a fuck. Okay, cool. Roll damage. He takes that lightning blast. He takes those lightning blasts straight to the face.
So you got 2, right?
Yeah. Do you want the cup?
Okay.
Ooh. Them
21.
5s.
21 damage total.
To the face! She throws her balls in his face.
Yeah.
I
What
did
you
that.
get for putting your head in my wall? Just.
Right.
You're welcome for not casting lightning bolt.
Relinta,
That would have been good.
you are outside the frosty dome. You probably, yeah.
Yeah.
You see the one working on Gustav. You see the one that's trying to breach the ice, and another one that just got crackled on the other side of that.
So can I
smells
move
worse
around
now.
to flank with him?
Now it's
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Can I move around to flank with him and still get an attack?
Yes, not your full attack, but at least your main
Okay, that's fine.
your main one hit. Yeah.
I am going to do the, I forgot what it's called now, the thing where I can cast a spell and also attack at a -2.
Ooh.
I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself, and then I'm going to attack. Roll 4.
Yes. Heroic moment.
Yes.
Huh?
I make copies of me, and then I go, like, pointing in the total wrong direction.
All right.
You gotta do this.
So several
I did.
Relenta appear and
I did a ninja move.
appear to threaten
Right.
the the bugbears. Those the theater troupe appears to move as one well-oiled machine.
because they're used to fighting with each other.
Toe rolls out from underneath the wagon towards the interloper and strikes out, punching at his ankles and his kneecaps. Let's see here. And then Zat also manages to sling an arrow
Notice it's losing its shine along the edges.
Laptop bag. Yeah, just look up your image, you stupid bug.
Well, we hit it on the table a few times. It should wake it up.
Don't yell at my phone.
Just drop it on the floor. Little.
Can I have somebody's just Pathfinder core? It's somewhere in there. I always forget how freaking huge this thing is.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I guess it didn't matter because it worked anyway.
What?
Would that have been added to the?
Amanda has a +2 DC on electric.
I mean, it's,
Oh yeah, no, he
that's-
took it full in the
that's
face.
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
And I have my +2 DC on cold.
Oh, okay. I think you should roll how many images I got. Where's my? Aw. One image of the caster levels. Okay, I have 4. There's 4 me's. There's 5 me's. There's me, and then there's 4 others.
So yeah, the troop descends upon this this glutton moblin who's breached the wall. Toe strikes out, popping out some of the striking at several key joints. Zap
What the fuck is happening over there?
You just suddenly got
fires an arrow out. It doesn't seem to make purchase. Atos moves around to the side to try and flank with Toe. Doesn't seem to be able to get into a good spot. Meacham throws a hand axe at it, which seems to connect fairly solidly. Kale actually magic missiles, and the darts hit in rapid succession. Jay throws a roiling mass of purple energy at it, but it strikes against your ice wall and doesn't seem to connect. Basil.
So I realized that you gave me my fancy bow and the eye patch and everything. You never really explained to me how it works, or like what the stats of the bow are.
Oh yeah, well it's a longbow, or I thought. Okay, yeah. All right, so it's a strength longbow.
It's a composite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a D8, and you use your dex to shoot it. And there we go. Where is it? No, eye patch bow. Okay, yeah. Okay, +1 strength compound bow, corrosive burst. All right, so when you roll, use your dex mod and your base attack bonus and all that good stuff to hit.
Okay.
And then if you hit, you get to add your +1 strength bonus, +2 magic bonus to damage, and then if you crit, it deals if you hit, it deals D6s
right now.
of acid damage, and if you crit, which would be in that 20, it deals D10s instead.
All right.
Don't forget.
So
your
roll a
flanking
D20.
with me. Don't forget your flanking.
And add all of your ranged attack bonuses
I
plus
gave
2.
you +2.
Thanks.
So
Oh, which moblin are you shooting at?
I'm shooting at the one that's still trying to chip away at the
Oh,
ice thing.
And
I'm on
is-
the outside.
and is Basil locking in on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so add an additional +2.
Okay. So I add my dex +2. Or
All right, so what'd you roll?
like 5.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so 5 plus your dex mod
So 7.
plus your base attack bonus.
So 17,
Cool. +2 because it's magic.
19.
+2 because nerf.
Me? Like, yeah, I know.
What?
What?
What was that?
Oh, 21.
21. Okay.
But do I add my ranged attack?
No, because we just calculated it all from from those
Oh, okay.
from those
yeah,
numbers.
So 21.
All right, and so that is maybe not enough.
Oh, and I have archery as my combat style feat since I'm a ranger. I don't know if that. Maybe I already added that everything.
It might.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
You see,
It should be at least a +1.
I'll look it up. Ranger. That's not how you spell ranger.
Keep trying.
At one point, I was typing something out on there with swipe, and it said Tiger Buddy, and I was like,
Tiger buddy.
that's not what I meant.
I suck at typing.
Well, at least you don't have constant, sexual
Tourette's.
I feel like this is our game.
Oh.
Pretty much.
I have to figure out what all of those things mean.
So
I have precise shot, improved
remembering my
precise
face
shot,
again.
and pinpoint targeting.
those
Apparently,
probably
because-
I
add
mean, you made their day.
more
Just
to the.
focus on that.
I think precise shot adds.
They will remember
Uh,
this for a long time.
One of them is you don't need the -4 to fire at
It's a
somebody in
melee,
melee.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the improved one does though.
Well, let's see. Archery, you can choose which one. Okay, no, so I only have one of those
Just be happy I
things.
didn't
But
fire
at
any
10th
scorpions.
level, I get pinpoint targeting and shot on the run.
Oh, that means you can move while shooting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Doge. You're an animal.
I'm assuming that helps.
All right, so
Yeah.
pretty sure that you have a couple other
Might be
goodies.
a crit thing.
Let's see. Let me pull up an outrager.
Pinpoint targeting, you can target the weak points in your opponent's armor.
Ooh.
Oh, that
Uh,
might help.
I don't have high enough dex though.
Oh.
Lame.
You get it automatically, though, right?
Yeah, I automatically have it. I just don't have the dex to actually use it yet.
Hmm.
So it says the prerequisites are dex 19, but then the ranger thing says that I add it to my thing as soon as I'm a level 10.
No, you get it automatically.
Yeah, that means you
regardless of
ignore the
You
re- the
ignore those?
requirement.
Okay, so I have that.
When you get those automatically.
And then I have improved precise shots.
Oh wow.
The range attacks ignore anything but total concealment and cover.
No armor, natural armor, or shield bonuses to armor class.
Oh, shit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you ignore armor.
Wow.
So shooting straight at its
It has to be a single attack though. It can't be like rapid
Yeah.
Multiple?
shot
Well,
or,
that's
or
still-
multiple
That's fine.
attack. Yeah,
so it's touch.
basically, yeah.
All
It
right,
doesn't
cool.
say that it is, but yeah, basically.
Then that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. So that would be a D8
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
plus 1
Did you give that to Robin Hood when you made him?
Yeah,
or plus 2,
it's one of my favorites.
Not that he used
so 3
it.
total.
That character was well built. I'm gonna defend that
Sure.
and continue to say
You
that.
should totally play him and
So that was
do it right.
so that was the 3 plus 1.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Okay.
So
But that's okay because you also get to add 2d6 as well.
The character was well built to do what it was supposed to do, which was not
7.
get
so-
naked
And swing from the
11
chandelier.
also.
Do you
and
need the
swing
core?
from chandeliers.
Alright.
This is something else. I'm just
Cool.
seeing if it
So you're like,
actually.
they have a squishy bit right near their neck. Flunk. And there it goes. Neural gives an affirmative squawk as you strike true.
Basil's a natural.
Nice.
Cool. So Basil's got that. Gustav.
All right. Well, I will whirl around to the one that's still beating on me.
Well, right round, baby. Right round.
Yeah,
That's right, like a record.
That's right. 'Cause you about to scratch on it?
Yeah, and I look at it.
And you mad.
Yeah, I'm mad. That won't work.
Kill.
Here,
He's like,
Oh my. Wow.
I rolled both my attacks at once.
I'm gonna start to save their asses.
Here you go for
Wow.
posterity. I
A
rolled both
1
my
and a
attacks at
20.
once.
Yes. Yes. Hold on.
Oh, picture time.
Let's get
So
it.
if you see me obliterate a moblin and then immediately come in
Hamstring
seppuku
yourself. Yeah.
in the same swing. This is my life. That happens to me a lot.
It does, yeah.
I mean, you can't always be ambidextrous. The good one was your fighting hand.
That's right. All right.
All right. So roll them both again.
All right.
Just for funsies.
Oh no, you gotta confirm.
Yeah.
You gotta confirm your botch and confirm your crit.
That's right. So this one is
So that crit's like, hell.
like 30.
and that one you don't manage to murder yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
No seppuku today.
So I'm gonna call it this way. Usually you're used to doing a 1 and a 2 and following through.
Right.
The first one hits so hard that it clangs back and it kind of goes wild on you. You're like, oh yeah,
I'm into do that.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know my own strength.
It's a nice one. Nobody saw you.
Or you're used to the target having more armor, so it digs in and you're like, so go ahead and roll damage.
No. I have this weird, like, pinching, like someone's poking a needle into me.
Yeah,
All
a
you can do
D12.
is
So
scratch at it?
Yeah.
great axes for the
Yeah, I
win.
hate that. I get that all
That
the time.
times 3.
Oh, splatty splat?
Would you push
Ah.
out? That has good
That makes me.
That's
that makes me
32.
happy.
Fucking who knows, man.
All right,
like
so
8 million people,
When
I'm
you
sure.
clack into him, and it goes much deeper than you anticipated, you kind of pull, which you're like, I got a second one, and it pulls him a little closer, and instead of the typical scream
I
of
go in for the
rage
kiss.
or snarl, kind of, instead of the typical scream or snarl or typical sounds of battle, he just looks at you and lets out a.
I'm like behind that going, that did sound like a good sound.
Yeah. How much was it? 32?
Good try. Can I try one of the artists?
Melinda, I think the thing is hitting on
Might as
me.
well just put them over.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
I'll stick them where the sun don't shine.
This
I'm pretty
episode is brought
close.
to you by Apple Pie Oreos.
Try to get at the
They're
one starting to
weird,
bash
but
through the
not necessarily
wall.
in a bad way.
Apple pie Oreo. With a graham.
It tastes like apple cider.
Yeah.
Try one?
good.
Oh god, it smells fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
So he brings his longsword around
Mhm.
and clanks off one of your
Nope, I'm a fan.
vambraces.
Yeah.
But
This
he
meets
manages
with my style
to
of
bring it
removal.
back up again, and you're like, "Oh no, I like that part."
My vitals.
Yeah, and he manages to. He doesn't quite manage to connect on that one as well as he would have liked, but you
My organs.
still take 9 from that one,
Right.
and then more organs, more human. And then the longsword comes up and clacks off your cod piece.
That's right.
He doesn't
Personal.
manage to get into that one. Irulia,
I thrust forward, defend him
Am I
off.
turn?
yes,
Is there one still sticking in my ice wall?
yeah.
Alright. So
I got hit
I
with balls.
glare at it with all of my freezing glare.
Uh-huh.
And it's freezing gaze, but it's burning gaze.
Sure.
But for me, it's freezing.
Yeah.
So now Dak can be like, oh no, as he looks at me. Holy shit.
You love terrifying.
Natasha's icy glaze, not the same as Natasha's icy gaze.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like go.
That's we'll search that.
Why?
Oh, is this blue waffle?
You may direct your freezing gaze against a single creature or object within 30 feet of your location. Targeted creature must succeed at a fortitude save or take 1d6 damage of fire, but in this case, frost. Unattended objects do not get a save. Creatures damaged by the spell must make a reflex save or freeze. Each round, freezing creatures may attempt a reflex save to melt the ice. Failure results in another d6 points of damage. Flammable items. This doesn't count for me. If a creature object is already frozen, it suffers no additional effects from the freezing gaze.
What's the spell DC?
Alright, so it's a... Where the fuck are you?
Or what's the level of the spell?
That's what I was going for. It's a level 2 spell.
22?
So, yeah, my DC on it is a 16. Save DC, yeah?
Yeah. Should be
Level 2, 16.
Really? No.
I
Yeah.
did my math wrong.
I think it might be 10 plus ability
Yeah.
Plus level.
level of the spell. So it's not caster level. It's your casting ability.
Really?
That's both. It should be spell level plus caster ability.
I don't know, did I do my maths wrong?
Yeah, that's what I mean. But we were
Freezing
going
gaze
with
would be level 2. What?
Here.
we
what's
were
the
going with
casting?
caster level.
Check. It's right in front of me.
Oh, you were. That
Yeah,
makes
which
it a
is
lot
not-
higher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which
Which
is
is why. Yeah. Which was why
it's
it
a
got
16.
lightning bolts in its face earlier.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure those are all plus 10.
Oh, okay.
No. Like level 1s are like 11.
What's your
All
casting
right,
spell?
yeah, hold on. All right, spell.
Because that would make
What's
it
your
hard.
casting
Like
spell?
eventually, they would be impossible to resist because
Um,
you'd have
Charisma.
plus 20. You'd
And
have
plus
to
4.
roll
Yeah,
like
so then it
40
would be a
something on your
16.
saves.
That's what I have.
That's a 16.
Yeah, that's 16.
Yeah, because I'm a charisma caster.
Charisma.
Okay.
Managed to drop. Fucking drank.
I'm like,
all
no,
over my
Tony, I
face.
did my maths right. I know I don't understand magic characters, but I fucking did it, man.
No, I believe it.
I worked hard.
A saving throw against your spell is DC of 10 plus the level of the spell plus your bonus for the relevant ability.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
So
Not
that's
true.
it.
Yeah.
So caster ability
Okay,
plus level spells.
Sure.
Noted.
And I think you have a modifier on there that it's plus 2 if it's icy.
Cold, yeah.
Okay.
Plus 2 DC uncold.
So is that still 16 or is that 18? Then?
18 then.
Cool. All right. What's the effects if he saves?
He doesn't get frozen?
Well, there should be
Yeah.
a.
Does he? Or is it save negates?
Because there's damage, right?
Target creatures must succeed a fortitude rage save or take 1d6 points of damage. So yeah, I guess if he
At the top, where does it say, like, with the save
saving throw, fortitude negates. See text.
negates?
Okay. So you give him a
That icy glare.
you give him that steely cold gaze, and the dumb white eyes are just flame. Like there's no connect. You don't make it through. Like you would wither any creature with half a brain.
Yeah.
This doesn't even have that much.
God damn it.
So it sort of just doesn't care.
It's too dumb.
Sad face.
Like, why are you looking at me like that?
I feel like I totally just wasted a spell.
No, he rolled really well. Don't feel too
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry, it would have affected me. Here in the background.
bad. Like
Somewhere Dax goes,
yeah, like everyone else is sort of like.
Makes it feel better. I'm scared.
just in general.
You frightened me thoroughly.
Right. I experience a low level terror pretty much 24/7.
You really don't make it any better.
You make me extremely uncomfortable.
I've done my job. That's all she wants, just make people uncomfortable.
So
I'm so sad.
So that one is too
Aw.
busy dealing with the cadre
Yeah.
around it, flailing around, trying to swing its scimitar into something that it can make purchase on, but none of them seem to be in the right place at the right time for him. The other one, though, that you were working on, turns around and comes stalking towards you, swinging its scimitar, and swings for does a 18 hit your armor class?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your armor class?
16. Just barely.
Okay. Let's see here.
But...
Oh yeah.
What? Ooh. All right.
So happy.
No, keep going. I'm looking something up real quick.
Its scimitar comes down and opens up your chest a bit for 18 damage.
But is it non-lethal?
No, it is very lethal.
Okay.
The very sharp / jaggedy edge of this rips through leather and flesh.
If only I hadn't been using my bow, I could have had my shield out.
Iviria.
Your turn.
I'm
How
gonna
much
You're
damage
the
is
crowd,
there?
sister.
18.
It's fine.
whatever word replaces scorching because of lightning ray.
Shocking Ray.
Shocking
Right,
ray.
yeah.
Shocking Ray was my band name.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
At
Shocking
the one that's
Blue
still
I did
on the
Richard
wall.
Cheese covers.
Right. The lead guitarist was
Wasn't a
named Ray.
Sugar Ray cover band?
No, gross.
Everybody with frosted tips.
No, it's all funny. You're sad. It's cute.
It's all funny.
It's a 13
A 13
to hit, and I rolled twice.
But you have to hit his touch, so
Yeah.
that might be okay.
What's it?
Sally made a band logo
Here's the band logo.
For
because the S looks like a lightning bolt.
And
nice. You actually hit
Good job.
because they're raging, so they don't care.
Uh-huh.
Roll damage.
And I roll for a second one as well because
Yeah. Make sure you roll better than a 1.
She did.
So
She rolled a 9 this time, so yeah.
plus so
It
18.
hit.
Nice.
Well, if the last one hit, this one hit.
Cool.
And I think it was
Roll that
4.
beautiful damage.
Yeah.
If you want.
When that Basil got hit, like I imagine him being like maybe some sort of like bow shield. As he's getting clubbed by this thing.
Getting axed.
What? What?
46
Per Ray?
Mhm.
Fuck you.
no, that is why Shocking
job.
Ray is hot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because no, you're fucking Odin. It's
Yes.
or, yeah, you're fucking Thor. Or,
Yeah.
You're now allowed
yeah,
to.
Zeus. Just bada, bada. 28, you said?
Yes.
All right.
This is the perfect moment. You're now allowed to yell, "Wizard!"
Yeah.
Everyone in
No, now I'm thinking about that comic. Zap, motherfucker.
Everybody outside the wall
Right.
is like, what's
Zap,
going on in the wall?
Well,
Lots of
from the outside of the
It's just a
wall,
light show.
it's probably like a fucking disco in there because the
Yeah.
ice wall keeps sliding
Yeah.
up.
I'm just like, what?
It's like one of those full
We're
circles.
into
That's some fun. Okay, so
flat-foot or
It's always a good time.
flanked motherfucker.
yeah. All right.
Always a party.
Full attack. Blah blah blah. I am gonna spend an
2.
arcane pool thingy to use
Sure.
my perfect strike,
That's what I'm here.
which is 1 arcane point for max weapon damage.
Sorry, I'm just trying to.
I don't
Okay,
even roll. I'm magic.
Yeah. So
As long as you hit.
29
Yes.
and
3/4.
25
To hit?
to hit.
Oh yes. You
So
hit. Wait, what were they? 29 and
25.
yes.
So
Because flanking.
times 2. And
I had a plan.
Aha! You and Neuron.
That low snicker.
That's finishes 36 damage. 2 hits. Yep.
So your trident flashes forth twice.
I'm really jealous that she has a
With
truck. by the way.
crackling energies,
Like
and you find purchase each time.
Yeah.
It
Within
leaves
his
it leaves
hide.
an after image.
How much? 30 something?
36.
36. Nice.
Like a scorch
Nice.
on the wall now.
Right. Like you pull it out, but it still kind of looks
flies
like
across
it's there.
flies across the floor of the wood as you gouge into its hide.
That felt
Um,
satisfying.
You
Twist it.
Yeah. Both of you are like nice, because like his was like nice, and then yours was like nice.
Meanwhile, I'm all alone by myself on the other side of the dome.
You hold your bow as a shield, but because it's collapsible, it just goes.
It just falls limp.
It's okay.
It's okay. Little bits of acid are still boiling out of it.
I mean, I was
the
told that
one arrow.
our point of this journey was to protect
Yeah.
these people. So
You
I
have
mean, it
shot
made
on the
sense to
run,
just-
right?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Which means
Put
you
a-
can step
put a
away
barrier
from it
around
and
him.
still shoot it.
Since I don't think we have line of sight on you, you should probably say something so we know to come over and help you.
What the fuck does that mean?
I just hear this kind of like little kind of.
Guys, help over here.
Tony just turned into an Italian.
So Toe goes to kick and gets himself in the face,
Oh!
but then backflips and gets out of range and is like,
Oh.
So he's using drunken style.
he's using botched then nat 20 style.
All right!
I'm a student.
That's right. like you see the little face kick backflip and you're like,
I recognize that style.
that's right. It's like I feel kinship with this little Goron.
That's hilarious. Khan, do you need to go outside? Yeah? Would someone be so kind as to open the door for Khan?
I don't know what part of it
Just the back door so he can
Which
go
door?
pee. It's been a while.
Go, Con, go.
Okay.
I'm shooting for you.
Go pee. He's gonna go out there and like stare at you for a little while, so you have to like, yeah.
Well, admittedly, if somebody let me into a bathroom and stared at me, I wouldn't immediately drop trowel.
Even if it was me.
All
No, you're
right.
just used to me.
So-
I'm like
It depends
scenery
on-
at that.
Depends on the level of creepy stare, right?
Hey, you need some help?
You gonna finish that?
Ew. I love you, but
So yeah, after Toe's little backflip, the creature appears to be confused, and then more of Kale's magic missiles strike into it, stumbling it. Meanwhile, Atos and Meech manage to both skewer him. Jalith, one of Jalith's energy balls, thump into its face, and it lets out a enraged, saddened wheeze, keeling over, spilling blood across the field.
Yeah.
It's dead now.
I'm dead.
It's down.
Right now.
Yeah.
You have a friend.
Yeah.
Address your partner. Do-si-do.
So we're in the woods, right?
Yeah. Now promenade. Promenade. Sorry. Go ahead. Having flashbacks.
Basil backs up, like, gets as out of range as he possibly can, just goes like running towards where he knows other people are, and he rubs on his ring and thinks real hard.
Oh boy.
Oh yes. Are we getting the chicken chicken army?
All
For
right.
those of you watching this, this is the moment you've been waiting for.
Roll me an attack roll using your charisma modifier.
I also have wild empathy and animal affinity. If either of those help.
Oh yeah.
Definitely should.
What do those normally do?
Wild empathy means that I can influence an animal or magic creature. And then animal affinity, I think, just makes it easier for me to like get things to let me ride them.
+4 to this attack roll.
Okay, +4, and then add my charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Ooh.
Yay.
Ah. So 24.
All right.
The cuckoo apocalypse.
Roll the d20 once more, and just give me the straight number.
8.
All right. So, squawking and the sound of flapping feathers, a flurry of cuckoos come flying out of the trees as if they were strange fruit suddenly come alive. And
This creepy as fuck. There's cuckoos in those trees.
And they begin to assault this moblin wildly with abandon.
Perfect here.
All right, so
We just
they
hit.
squawk and peck, and Basil doesn't want to, or Neural doesn't want to take a hit at this guy, does he?
I mean, she has magic fangs, so her thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah.
+1.
Well, and then
Damage.
the eye patch gives her a D6 of acid as well.
Yeah. So yeah, no, Neural goes for it too.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack roll for Neural.
Basil just hit his Neo moment right now. It's like he's starting to believe.
Yeah,
Alright.
the 1.
Yep.
Ah, no, damn it. There, okay. So 13
I'm making pyramid.
to use for magic fang, which
Is this a shrine to the D20 now?
It's not a temple.
So 11 technically, because magic
Means we
fang
don't need
adds
to
on
pay
to her bite, but her
taxes.
bite is a -2. So, but still 11.
11 to hit?
Yeah.
Nope, doesn't quite do it. But definitely in the flurry, there seems to be one mecha cuckoo or mega cuckoo in there with the cool.
Oh, I want there to be a
Cool eye
mecha
patch.
cuckoo.
Mecha
That's
cuckoo.
awesome.
And do you?
Yeah. It's like a Power Rangers one. You just like assemble 5 chickens.
Oh yeah, all the cuckoos. form into-
In my brain, when we do because she's the spotter for when I shoot the,
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that she has like a laser eye that like.
a reticule with it. Yeah.
Awesome.
All
It's
right.
like a red dot.
So that kind of was a like a move action for you. You still want to shoot?
Yeah?
Oh wow!
Oh.
Harmony in the animal kingdom.
But the better part about it is when they started, like Chewie was drinking first, and then Con came in, so Chewie just started grooming Con. Like just giving him kisses and another drink.
They're best buds.
Oh, that is really cute.
Gross.
Oh yeah, because I can shoot and run now too.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah.
Which normally you can't with a ranged weapon, but with Shot on the Run, you can shoot at any point of your movement too, which is ridiculous.
So he rubs the ring. He thinks real hard. The chickens come, and then he fucking.
Nails at it again. All right, cool. So yeah, roll that d20, add your BIB, add your Dex mod,
Ooh, nat 20.
Well,
and
there you
roll
go.
to confirm.
You didn't need our help after all.
If you roll anything more than like a 5,
I rolled exactly a 5. So
all right, so 5 plus your Dex mod
plus
your BIB
7,
What a good boy you are.
so 17,
plus 2
19,
plus 2 more.
21.
And you ignore armor, right?
Yeah.
So
Because I
you
have
got
to-
it. All right, so
Yes.
It's a
now
crit.
roll 3d8.
Shooting through the chickens
Plus-
too.
You get to ignore that because you have
Yeah, you
precise
have-
shot because
Yeah.
See, this is how you become broken. Good job. Plus
Yay,
2d10.
I did it. Plus 2d10.
Yes, because
3d8
because
and
acid
2d10.
burst. When you
Right.
crit, those d6s turn to d10s.
All right.
All you have to do is have your arrow hit Hitler now.
Basil basically just summoned a bunch of murderous chicken and then like dived, shot, and nobody saw it.
Like
Oh, no one's gonna
Nobody
believe
saw
you.
it.
he sees through the chickens, and all there is the headshot.
Oh.
And the globule of acid at the edge of the arrow just like bursts into brilliant halo.
Damn. I want this to be a thing though, that like
No
people
one
get so
sees
awesome,
it,
but
'cause it's
never.
on the other side.
No one ever sees it.
Yep. I imagine that it's like a
It's
John Woo movie.
24 altogether.
Plus
I mean, I just
3
Haagen-Dazs vanilla.
plus
Let this sit for a few
2.
29.
All right.
But yeah, I imagine this John Woo scenario where like two cuckoos just like cross and the shot just like comes in between.
No, yeah. No, that's how I picture it. Is this flock, this flurry of cuckoos, and then as she brings that arrow in, like the only part unobscured by cuckoo is his head, and it just fucking flies. For
I'm
it.
so glad that I am in a dome full of ice.
Yeah. So Basil just was an incredible badass. None of us saw any of it.
Yeah.
No one has any idea.
Nobody saw
So
any
is this
of it.
like the ending of We're Back, the dinosaur movie, where Professor Screw Eyes gets covered in crows?
Basically.
Yeah.
So he summoned a flock of murderous chickens and then made a tremendous headshot through the chickens.
While diving.
Yeah.
Have you ever fired 2 guns while diving whilst diving through the air?
Right.
I don't know. You're just gonna be wielding double bows somehow at some point, which
No
makes
one-
0 sense. But you still do
No
it.
one will ever believe
And no
it.
one will see it.
Double repeating hand crossbows is a build, and it's pretty hilarious. Gustav.
All right. That's amazing.
I'm standing behind this guy going, finish him!
Okay.
This ambusher,
Pull my axe out.
this particular creature does not look happy at all that he's in the middle of melee between the two of you.
I'm now power attacking this fucker.
Clothes for hot weather.
I know, I have like 3 pairs of shorts, and somehow only this pair still fits me, even though they're all the same size from the same store.
That's annoying.
The 2 attacks,
It's balls.
I don't know how that happened. Like, I know I've
29 and
but
26
The fact that, like, they should
to
have
hit.
they should all be
Okay.
the same.
Okay.
So if these ones still fit me, I don't know why those ones don't.
Slightly different types of fabric
But
because
they're all denim.
different
Like, they're all jeans from Old Navy.
stuff.
I got 2 pairs of jeans from Old Navy, same size, same cut, same everything. One of them was like 2 sizes too big on me, and the other one was perfect.
And I've had that experience at like
There's a power,
Yeah.
2
But
power
so,
attacks, so
I
there's
have 3
50
pairs of
damage.
shorts. One that I bought more recently.
Did you just do 50 damage?
Yeah.
Crap.
Probably. And the
Not
ones that I
on a
bought,
crit.
the new ones were a
No.
little tight, but I was like, they'll stretch out.
Power attack.
D12s. My
Whatever.
church of the
So
D12.
now, yeah, only one.
Wait,
pair
did you
fits
crit
me.
on one of those?
So that was
No.
And the
so that
other
was 2 full
right.
attacks,
Power
right?
one was
attacks,
already a
yes,
little bit
'cause I didn't
too big
move.
to begin with, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
fine.
So
The other one
you're
used
not
to
sure
fit me,
at
but
what
doesn't-
point it
yeah,
stopped
these
being
are
a
so
sentient creature, but it's definitely not anymore.
All right.
Like, I'm tempted to go
So
wearing
There is-
I high five you.
There's yeah, you like Eiffel Tower it.
Yeah.
Like you're like
Yeah, straight up.
As
Like-
it collapses.
the two of you just kind of lean against the burger pile,
Like a
Yeah.
flannel cover.
and you both kind of go ah as you high five.
Yep.
By the fridge in the dryer.
in the dryer.
Irulia.
Drawer.
Yeah, that's my.
Oh, I thought you said at first I thought you said in the dryer. And I was
This
like,
is how much I
In the
add.
drawer.
Irulia.
It's an
Power
electric
attacks.
shabab. It looks like a
This is how much I add to power attacks.
That's dumb.
what?
For damage.
You're dumb.
Hair.
They got kids. What are you gonna do?
I used to have a bag
I
here in
know.
my bath in my
So it was
bathroom.
like 32
So just
Yes.
without rolling
I have
damage.
this one
If I
that-
power attacked
All right.
on that last
Um,
attack, I probably would have done.
is there one still in
Still wouldn't
my?
have
Look, is it?
No.
Are you at 10?
Are there any
DAD?
left?
You hear
No, right, 'cause you're
squawking
No,
and
I'm only at
and screeching.
Yeah, you've got another point on me.
from the other side of the dome.
I pull up. Is everything safe?
But,
Is the one that I had dead or is
No,
it
it's still
we've got
flailing.
a pile of
We've got one on
ground
this side
beef.
still.
Yeah, like the rest of the crew, like
cuckoos, like screaming.
oh my god, I'm done. I
What?
forgot about Molly and Dak.
Yeah.
They're in the dome.
They're in the bush.
No,
they're in the
they
bush
were outside.
making out.
Okay.
It's I'll put them in a moment.
Yeah,
if things don't happen.
agree.
Well, I
But
mean,
yeah,
Somebody saw me be badass. It was
Maybe?
one of
It was
them.
one of them.
Maybe.
I'm gonna have to
Maybe.
go over there.
We'll see.
Well, there's nothing
Um,
going on in my dome, and I can't do anything unless I drop it.
The theater troupe at the hole over the corpse
Drop dome, turn
Yeah.
around.
are like
Chickens on the bomb
Are-
run.
Back up.
like you say that and they're like yeah, like they motion towards
Yeah.
the other side of the dome.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I can't do anything through the dome.
are you gonna like hold your action?
I'm
Are you
gonna hold
gonna
my
move
action.
out or okay? Let me know if you want to jump back into the initiative order.
What? No, I won't. If we still need to protect, yeah.
That's actually a good call, so they don't eat or injure the horses or the cart or
anything else we want to keep
yeah.
and or eat. I wouldn't eat the horses.
There's another one in here. Is that another one? I don't like that one anyway. Oh, this one or that one? I don't like it. Probably figure out how to use it. Which one? Yeah.
Okay. Oh right, he has to move to get to you. So yeah, okay. So that doesn't. Oh, you got lucky. Okay.
You didn't get full
Next
attack.
time, Gadget. All right.
Shit, we have Dr. Claw.
He comes charging down on you,
Does he still have
and
chickens all over him?
yes, and so yeah, it's just as he's like coming at you because he knows where the arrows are coming from, and he slashes down to make a nice cross pattern on you for
How am I gonna hit this thing without hitting chicken?
Chickens.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right
I
then.
won't. The only one you need to avoid is Neural, and she's easy to pick out because she has an eye patch.
True.
20 damage.
And fucking magical beak.
Yeah. In my brain, she has like an eye patch and like a metal beak.
Yeah.
Right.
It's fucking mega chicken.
And it has like a couple little fangs that sort of drip the acid.
Wow,
It's pretty rad.
that's actually kind of cool.
That's right.
Well, also scary, but cool.
So yeah, so he comes in for
She looks
that.
like an actual
Would anyone
cockatrice.
like
Iveria.
some raspberry fruit wine with vanilla ice cream in it? Yeah, you got one, Tigger?
I will. I
Would you
will
like some
partake.
vanilla ice cream, Sally?
No, I'm good actually.
Iveria.
I had all the cookies ever, just like a little whip bit ago.
Well, there's a hole you can move through,
Okay, I'll go out and I'll go through the hole.
or you can be just like your sister and hold your action until
Yeah.
something comes through, but you hear something happening outside the other side.
And a lot of chicken
I'm
noises.
getting my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Somebody please come help me.
No, you do hear Basil being like,
Yeah.
Guys!
And between all that, it's all.
and also,
There's
noises.
just a cacophony of strange noises coming from the other side of the dome.
you see it through the ice sheets,
Mhm.
like obscured,
It's like
like
just this weird
like bad frost glass.
amorphous,
Yeah,
like moving mass, and then just Basil being like,
you recognize the green.
Mhm.
All right, I'll go out there.
All right, so move to get out there,
A little bit.
to get around the edge.
I'm gonna have a
and-
sweet badass scar though when this is all done.
Yeah,
These are for the ladies, right?
Nice.
You're like,
Yeah.
Chicks dig
Right.
stars.
Might just like some of that, yeah.
Oh, that happened.
Hang your
Well, actually, I was inviting a modeler.
Look at covered.
Oh,
tell the story,
and-
saved everyone.
And this modeling is almost 3 times your size. This is a large size creature. Funny enough, the one you guys took down was only a medium size.
Right.
But
So not only am I by myself, I got the big one also.
Oh shit!
there were the 2 that came at the horses were
Yeah,
both.
because I got the
But yeah.
fucking main raptor. I got the clever girl raptor.
Yeah, you did.
Does that make me Muldoon?
No. The clever girl raptor was actually the one that they took down, which didn't have as much HP. I fucked up its encounter, so you're welcome. But it was supposed to lay traps, and you're supposed to take damage from the traps. But I goofed. So, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do some, an encore performance of the hit band Shocking Ray.
Shocking Ray.
I need to be within
Nice.
50 feet of
Yeah.
one of those. If I can.
Within 50 feet?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Coming back for another tour.
world.
Yeah.
I mean, Basil probably loves Sugar Ray.
Will they really speak to me?
He really likes Dave Matthews.
On a personal
You
level,
really get me.
I can relate.
Yeah.
So that's a 24 for the first one to hit. Preferably the one that is.
You hit. Roll damage.
That's not what I thought that did.
Wait, what is it? It's a ranged touch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you hit.
And then the other one.
Stupid little touch. You're like a fucking.
Other one is the same roll.
Oh, my touch is ridiculous.
22.
Touch
You
over.
got
My touch AC is 12. You can't hit me
You
with
got
touch.
power.
That's right. Gustav is huge. Like anybody can touch him.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what she said.
That's right.
Yeah, I touched that.
22.
This is another musical edition.
All right, let's see
That's right.
here.
It always is.
Yeah.
Every week's a musical.
All right, high or low?
No.
Not as fun as I thought.
You all smell the telltale aroma of fried chicken, as some of the ray doesn't connect 100% with the moblins.
Oh
Huh? Neuro's fine.
no! Okay.
She's smart enough to get out.
Yeah.
We didn't roll that bad. We got close. We didn't roll that bad. Yeah.
I just imagine that
Straight
it's
up,
like
straight up cartoon.
Yeah.
One of the carcasses just drops as a fully cooked rotisserie chicken.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
I hope it's like in a video game and it drops in a cooked chicken in the plate.
Right.
Just on the ground.
So this is
What
Streets of
happens
Rage
in a-
now.
Sally,
That's what
would you like a root beer or a Coke float?
Sure.
Yeah, what should you
Would
like?
be a flu. Would be awesome. Right?
Yeah, I'll have a Coke float.
Sure.
That's what happens in Breath of the Wild. Is like if you burn someone or shock someone, it drops like cooked prime meat.
Yeah,
It's just regular
it pre-cooks
prime-
it for you.
regular
So like
meat.
after this battle, we're just gonna feast on fried chicken.
It's like,
Is
well,
that-
it's there.
I mean,
so-
why not?
We must respect its sacrifice.
At least
Yeah.
we have chicken.
This beast has not died in vain.
Yolanta, you're up.
Okay. How
Um,
far am I
Basil
from
is being
that?
chased by a moblin, which is being chased by chickens.
Okay, how close? Like, do I need to waste a
Yes.
move to get over there? Okay.
That just got.
Basically, yeah.
Right.
Exacts out here.
Like a little, yeah, because like she came out to come after it, and she's following that one, and then
That's fun.
Gustav's gonna be at the back, being like clonk, 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 clonk.
Okay, I'll
I'm coming.
do my one attack and let's see. Perfect strike plus lightning damage. I don't get to perfect strike the lightning damage, but I just figured hand is lightning already. I'll just add some more. Yep. That is a 28 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Tony, would you like a root beer or Coke float?
Actually, I would.
Or just some ice cream?
Actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind a root beer float with the dairy free.
Sure, but it's chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate and root beer. It's so good.
Yeah, please, thank you. Here, I even have a cup. Pass that over.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And you think
It's
I don't think
18 damage plus 3 lightning.
there's a spare there. Have you put your face hole on it?
No, I'm not touched it. I'm sorry.
No, it's just because the tattoo is still fresh.
Oh.
So if I try to like stretch, there's like a hair. So when I try to stretch too much, it like, pulls because it's just a giant scab on my arm.
Right.
Yeah,
It looks
18
really
damage plus
neat,
3
though.
lightning, so
I know,
21.
I'm really excited for when it's healed.
Yeah.
3 lightning?
Really pretty. The colors are really nice.
High or low?
No, he did a really good
High.
job.
You managed to connect fully. No chickens were harmed in making this damage.
Yay!
Wait, how
There's
much
a
was
lot
it?
of them.
21.
I don't know, they pecked pretty hard at this thing. They might have bloodlust at this point. We might have to put them down. Like they might start attacking us after it's down.
They won't.
Ah, that's right. You got
Not
the
if I
ring.
told them not to.
It's because you got the touch.
So I'm like there going, are you okay? Also,
Perception
it smells
check.
delicious. Why did this happen?
All of us?
No, just Basil.
Oh, never mind.
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Basil's like,
You
this
take
car
the
will look really
you take-
badass.
yeah, you take the you take the status of startled as 2 forms rush up from behind you, and you do not realize that it is Dak and Molly rushing out of the shadows to rush this moblin, flanking it into the flurry of chickens.
Into the fray.
Dak leaps and like plunges into him with the 2
oh, look at him all
short
kill
blades.
stealing.
Yeah, with the 2 like
Look at that.
like it's a fucking sail on a ship, and Molly comes by and runs 2 slashes across its back legs, hamstringing it, and Dak rides it down.
I'll do it. I can imagine that in my brain, and I don't like it.
The chickens continue to gore and peck at the corpse.
Wow.
I told you to have bloodlust.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Molly and Dak extract themselves from the kill swiftly.
Chickens got level and barbarian.
They develop a taste for flesh.
Yeah, but I got it started for you, and it just like falls.
Thanks
for the
That's cool, guys.
assist.
That's cool. I'm bleeding out just a little bit.
Hey, Basil.
Does that
Basil's
have
injured.
heals?
I rush over.
I've got a
Perception
potion.
checks.
Do we have any of that milk left? It really is.
12.
And not 20.
No.
26.
I got a 10.
The wood is silent once more. Aside from the
Yeah. Sounds chickens.
rampant chickens.
Oh, that spoon was for John.
Yeah,
That's fine.
but
If
she
you
needed
need
a
one.
spoon.
Yeah,
Oh, there.
I-
Oh,
I-
yeah, everyone already has a spoon.
Well,
you
you
go.
didn't give me a spoon,
Oh,
so I stole one from somebody else.
oh okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Is this your
Okay.
turn or?
Well, no, I already used
Oh,
my spoon.
I'm-
if he needs a spoon, there's a spoon.
Yeah, because I was like, did you give her a spoon? I was like, I didn't get a spoon. And they were like, oh, there's a spoon right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got it.
I give Basil a potion of pure mod and
Bless
it
you.
deals 14 damage.
That was colorful.
Here's a
I'm
pure
happy.
potion. Sorry, it's not milk.
That face.
Yeah.
All right.
Now I rush to Basil's aid with
I'm
a
giving
potion,
him a
which
potion.
probably seems a
Just chew in
little
Yeah.
terrifying. It is like
Well, 'cause you're like full of gore and like
armored
little-
giant with a potion. Drink this
It's like, no, I got
quickly.
okay. I'm like this on your mouth.
Wait, so
No. She's just shaking it at him like.
Yeah,
like,
mine was 14
I don't
damage.
know how it works
and
for humans.
Times heals 14 and his will heal that.
It's
Should have bought some of that milk.
13. Yeah.
So total 27.
So 27 back. Oh, yeah.
Potion.
89. So now I'm at 89.
So yes, from within the dome, all you hear is the rustle of feathers and the thick flap of beaks against flesh.
Once
Everybody safe again?
I just yell, "All clear!"
Yeah, but Anne doesn't
Once
look over here.
Basil is.
And then
is-
she drops the ice dome.
And you see carnage with
Yeah.
birds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chickens.
Told you not to look.
Those of you who are outside the dome, you see you see the theater troupe over the corpse of the other one, like a fucking a squad of infantry on a tank, right? You know, like ha ha. You know. And meanwhile, Basil's like there getting flicked in the face with heal potions from Rolenta. Stop being so damaged. Yeah.
Stop leaking.
Right.
Stop being such a boy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just grabs the potion like a mace and just like shatters it on you.
I wouldn't have been that cruel.
Dak and Molly both are like scanning, wiping their blades, right?
That's hot.
And they're like,
Everyone that has a queen weapon.
good. All right. Thanks for calling it, Gustav. All right. Well, that was exciting. Let's leave this clearing.
Does that usually happen?
I come back over with like a chicken. Like,
Moblins do
leg in
populate
my
Lost
mouth.
Wood, but usually
What?
they're around more significant areas. To happen in a random clearing is
Apparently,
pretty
I'm the only
unusual.
one that has.
We used
hands
to
like
see them coming out of the woods, but these ones
You're
seemed
lying.
more
No.
organized somehow.
And bigger. Like usually when I see one this size, like the one time, it had a big old club and was just, trying to smash at us. Whereas these ones, they were more vicious. Yeah.
That's
It's
a little worrisome.
Yeah, we didn't see anything like this on the way here. Like nothing really
Took
attacked
one for the
us.
team, guys.
No one pays attention.
Yeah.
We did good.
Yeah.
We did good. Actually, like
Except
claps
Gustav.
you on the shoulder.
Take 2 damage.
Ow.
Ow.
But yeah.
Just even kill like ow.
The horses are being calmed. Everyone's checking to make sure no one's taking any other scrapes. So everyone's getting collected.
So I just realized that a lot of like Irulia's magic is scary girlfriend stuff. She screams at you until you explode. She
Right.
gives you the iciest glare until you freeze.
You have the stare at you as you sleep spell.
Yeah. You just got like scary girlfriend.
They text way too often spell.
Where you at?
That's scary.
Where you at?
I know
Who
what
you
you're
with?
doing. You should not. Why are you wearing that? Where are you? Don't worry about it. Why do you need to know?
I'm fine. No fun.
Cool.
Everything's good.
What?
So yeah, they're all getting set up to move again, just to keep moving and get to another clearing.
That wasn't any soft.
Are you guys gonna follow along and move through,
I mean,
or
we have to, don't we? That's our job.
Yeah, I mean we're with them.
So do you just like leave behind the chicken still pecking this body, or do
Well,
you?
no, they'll follow me.
Grab
Oh, okay.
yeah, Neural
Grab
extracts
the
herself
cookworms.
from the fray, gore, like at the end of the battle from Braveheart. You know, it's just
I feel like I need to make a fortitude save.
I
yeah,
just feel like it gives
No,
me a
this-
new view of chickens.
yeah, like no, yeah, like you two have a serious urge to fist bump these chickens. Like, well,
war veteran.
Well,
I'm
Neural.
impressed.
Yeah.
That's why you shouldn't trust them.
That's why you should befriend them.
Gets himself up as best he can.
It's like shirt popped open, and like this
No.
little like healing scar, like bump it in.
He kind of goes up to the chickens and claps, and it just immediately everyone's at attention.
now you need to make a will save
Oh,
to
yeah.
not
Me?
freak the fuck out. Yeah.
He's the master.
21. keep my shit together.
Yeah. You know, you made fun of him
Yeah.
in the past, but he wields an incredible power.
Actually, I was the one in the beginning who knew he had power.
Yes, but now it's even more
It's obvious.
disturbing. the dark forces he holds sway over.
He commands the dark minions.
He claps, they all look at him, he just kind of goes, okay, guys.
Blood-stained beaks.
Yeah. Go about your business, I guess.
Carry on.
Just kind of
Dismissed.
goes,
They all
And
start
then-
pecking at the corpse once more.
And then he casts hide from animal on himself.
How awesome would it have been if they just like slowly dragged the corpse in the woods with them?
We need to leave before this wears off, or else they'll follow us.
I didn't even know there were some of these in here.
Yeah, they get some
They
chickens
find
everywhere.
me.
Actually, yeah, like a few of them have dispersed. Like, just are sort of wandering around the clearing now. Yeah.
None of this is okay.
They'll be
Gore
there.
for waddles.
Pretty cool.
It's-
I just feel like eventually we'll just
They'll
gonna
be here
have
forever now.
this group of barbaric chickens just like in the vicinity.
Yeah,
Every
just
time
make
we travel through, they'll have gained levels.
You don't mess with the chickens of the Lost Wood.
This one with like a battle axe and its
Right.
beak and shit. I was like, what?
So the boss's one are as big as boars.
so bad.
Just be like, just everyone else be just like,
So what?
Right.
I'm just playing myself.
Yeah, both Dak and Molly are like geared. And they both move over to the corpses and start rifling through the corpses' effects.
Okay.
Such
a man.
Would you? Molly also
I know.
was astute.
No, it was more like such a man.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I think Molly was such a man.
Yeah.
So, who wants to write down loot?
Sure. Okay.
All
oh,
right.
you heard that too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's screaming from outside. All right. So
Is he out that way or
I don't see him out there.
sounds like over there, but
To me, it sounded like it was over there.
Yeah.
open the curtain?
well, not there anymore. Or at least not right there. Nope.
Look out the window, see if he's staying at the front door. Another weirdo there. Okay.
Oh, he's inside.
You might have
So
been in the garage.
2 plus 1 breastplate for a large sized creature.
I was like,
Might
we could,
almost fit.
No,
For a
no,
large-sized
mine-
creature over here.
I'm set, but we could have put one. We could have given one to Basil, but they're large size. So he's gonna,
2 large size plus 1 falchions.
That would be fun to try to.
because they're breastplates that protected your
4
war injured
4
pecs.
large size masterwork javelins.
Oh, master.
This is good.
And 2 cloak of fangs.
Cloak of fangs. Do we need to roll something so we know what it does?
Good stuff.
Yeah,
I
they're,
never thought of
they're in
that.
the
That makes a
ultimate
lot of
equipment
sense.
guide. I'll pull them up.
I
Also,
love raspberry.
yeah, look at them.
We used to have wild ones.
Mhm.
We'll just go pick those from the
Um,
thorny shrubbery.
And then he gets super sick.
2 potion of cure light.
Oh, those were good. We just pick them up. We had blueberries too. They grow where like fire has
Okay.
been.
2 potion of cure mod.
Oh, hey, got back the ones we used. We used to go blackberry.
Potion of invisibility. And these are all medium sized. Plush one chain shirt.
Plush.
Oh, chain shirts.
Yeah.
Very, very soft.
Yeah.
Plush one long short.
This is one of them.
Like jorts.
Plush one George short.
I have no idea what that
George
Short
Short.
sword.
Well, it sounded like you said long short. shorts. like what?
Use
Long
the
short.
shorts.
The capri pants.
That was a +1 short sword. Okay. 2 masterwork daggers.
Ooh, I can add those.
Yeah.
That's about all I can have.
Oh,
An amulet of nat armor +1.
Ooh.
can have that.
Yeah, but there's
Somebody
only
can
2 of
have
us fighting over it.
Yeah. Fight.
3 of us.
Cloak of resist +1.
I already have one, so I don't need it.
An amulet.
I already have one of them.
Natural armor,
Yeah. Okay.
because layering all the AC items.
I think I would probably want the cloak.
And a ring of protection +1.
I could use the either the ring or the amulet. Because I have a space at my throat or a finger.
I already have a natural armor anyway.
There is also 2 gold rupees,
Oh.
a purple rupee, and 21 green rupees.
Okay.
I think I deserve some of it. I was like,
Well, you didn't share the last time, so.
Oh,
We don't
I
know
didn't
that.
take my beverages.
No, you brought yourself.
There's additional rupees from the other ones that I missed. 6 gold rupees,
So 8 total. Okay.
2 purple,
Sorry, I got you the wrong flavor.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
20 blue.
Bloob.
so 8 gold, 3 purple, 21 green, and 20 blue.
Blues.
Okay.
The blue ones are special.
You guys can have the money, but can I have
I want
the
to touch your blue
change?
rupees.
Go ahead.
Can't wear it.
I'm not wearing armor. I'm a Kensai. I can't.
I have leather armor, but it's been hacked to pieces.
Do you want the amulet or the ring?
Yeah, that one's magic too.
Yeah.
Change shirt.
If no one else
You
wants
want-
it, I
don't
take the
care.
cloak of
Give me your
resistance.
first pick.
I don't know how I feel about all the likes we got. Probably,
think you're more
probably just
dramatic.
because the
You should
hashtag
take the
Yuri was
amulet.
there. Yaoi was on there.
Oh, there's lights
so
for
what
that.
had
Oh
Funny.
yeah, no, yeah. It's like
You think
Yuri
you're
hashtag
more
or like Yuri on Ice.
edgy? You should
3,
have the
2,
amulet.
1 liked
Okay.
our post.
Wow.
So Iviria will take the ring and Irulia will take the amulet.
You'll get the chain shirt.
I'll take the change shirt.
It's
Here.
+1, right?
If you want to look
Yeah,
at
decor.
this.
I'll give you the stats.
Oh, sorry. You want the core. I
I
thought
want
That'd
the
be
decor.
helpful.
I thought you wanted to look at the stuff.
No, that's fine. You guys can split it.
All right. So
Okay.
cloak of resistance. Woo. I thought I had one already, but I guess not.
All right. Chain shirt.
Chain.
Yep.
Chain.
Yeah.
That got me.
That's not fair.
Oh, I have crab. I can repair my leather armor.
Yep.
I heard I have crab.
Just one.
Just
Have
one.
crab.
Just one.
I named him Larry. You can come out, Larry.
He's very good at repairs.
Quite handy with his gloves.
They're friends, Larry. You can come out.
Oh, no. They won't tell anybody.
They're cool, man. They're cool.
Or else the chickens will get them. I'm sorry, I won't say anything.
So okay.
All right. So stat lines for +1 chain shirt. So the armor bonus is +5. Maximum dex bonus is +4. Armor check penalty is -1. And then arcane spell failure is 20%, which you don't really care about because you're casting divine. It doesn't affect you.
Am I as a ranger?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Rangers
Natural
cast divine
normally
magic because it's
divine.
nature.
Oh, that's
It's like
true.
druids.
Real
so
low
much
study.
Yeah.
So like,
So does that? So I add that to my. the
Yeah.
plus
So
five.
your leather armor was +2, so you'll add +3 to your AC. You're basically replacing one for the other. So I'll give you 3 extra point of AC.
What was the plus on the amulet?
+1.
+1.
And then this ring as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Amanda, give yourself +1.
I need to remember how much these rupees are actually.
So
Like which
Ring
ones are
of
the more
Natural Armor,
expensive
so-
ones?
Purple.
I actually goofed.
it should be on a ring.
Oh,
That's for like a bracer or
Okay.
something.
got it.
Fucker, it's an eraser. Damn it. She wrote it in the wrong space, and instead of erasing it, she crossed it out.
I have done that before, legit. So
Just multiply by 10
Which one?
the rupees.
All of them?
Total.
Yeah, because one
And then in
rupee is
natural
1
armor.
silver, and
Mm.
these were gold
And
amounts.
so reconfigure your.
So
You
no,
know,
I did that wrong. You said multiply by 10, add 10. Derp. Okay. So I was like, that's gonna be hard.
so yeah,
to
just put a
find.
0 on the end of
Here.
each of those,
Okay.
and then
So we don't like. How are we dividing these?
Basil looks fancy now.
so gold rupees are 100
Yeah.
silver,
That chain shirt.
purple are 50 silver, blue are 5, and green are 1.
Silver.
It's magic too, so that means it's going to be very difficult to damage.
I'm gonna split them as rupees first.
If you inevitably encounter something
Yeah.
that will fuck up your
There's
armor,
there's dragons, that can, but if we get to that point,
rude,
Just imagine.
rude.
I was doing that to him like for 20 minutes the other night. And he gets so mad, he just kick. But he wouldn't lift his head up, so I'm like, I'm keep doing it until you.
So after divvying up the gear, the party, the situation
She's figuring out the rupees thing.
continues to travel through the wood.
Does the chain shirt count as light or medium?
It's light.
it's like
Oh, sweet.
it's so light.
Like hair.
Yep,
Okay, so everybody gets
it's the most protective light armor.
16 gold rupees, 6 purple, 40 blue, and
No, it's not
42
fair.
green.
I'm sorry, what does that all come out to? And
Silver.
so it's just all silver.
No. So
Do it again.
gold rupees are 100.
Oh, do you want me to translate that? I'll do that.
Well, so there's green rupees, blue rupees, red, purple.
Gold.
And silver.
And then
Oh.
silver. Okay.
We didn't leave enough space for this shit.
I think I inverted one of those, but whatever.
So green.
What order do they go in?
Green, blue, red,
Oh, blue first.
purple,
Green,
and then I'm gonna say
red.
gold, then silver.
The silver ones are worth more than the gold ones?
Yeah, I think I goofed that up, but we're gonna stick with it for now.
Okay.
Whatever.
So a green is worth,
One
One.
silver,
and a blue is worth.
5 silver,
Thank you. Red,
20 silver,
purple.
50 silver.
Gold is 100.
Yeah.
Okay. And silver is.
You don't know.
What?
Question mark?
That's what I did.
So then
All right, and so we get how many?
A new
each?
a gold
Mystery.
rupee is basically worth 1 gold.
Yeah.
Oh no, 10 gold because it's tens.
Oh, 10
Yeah.
gold.
Okay, so,
So,
16 gold ones, 6 purple, 40 blue, 42 green.
Is everybody? Yeah. Okay.
So,
I'll figure that out later.
knowing this crew's abilities at investigating stuff, we'll figure out what those silver rupees are worth in 2 years.
We're gonna fucking do it, guys. That's our new job.
Yep.
Figure out how much silver is.
Tune in 2 years, internet, if you want to skip to the end.
We'll find it.
I should try to.
You guys continue to path through the forest. You come to another clearing and set up camp for the night. Everyone's a little weary. Everyone's a little tuckered out. So there's not as much revelry as usual around the campfire. You set up watch,
Yes.
and the night goes by uneventfully. You pack up again the next day, trek through more winding paths of the forest, and you get
41, silver pieces.
and
Thank you. Oh, what is there?
what seems after a long trek,
So 2,142 silvers. Man, I found out.
you walk out into the Kokiri village. Kale shrinks down the cart, and a rope system is put together to lower the cart to the forest floor. And the cart blows up, as in regains its normal size.
God damn it, I protected that shit.
Mission
Yeah.
failed.
Right?
Mission mail.
Oh shit, the cart bomb.
There is equal parts confusion and weirdness between the Kokiri children and the Termina Theatre Troupe.
I wonder if we can make good Jesus juice.
Pardon?
You mix Coke and red wine and it's called Jesus juice. I was wondering if this would make good Jesus juice.
That sounds
I'm
awful.
gonna find out. Fuck it.
You have a good time.
And you guys
Jesus.
Jesus, this is a Red Sea.
Right. Hey.
Jesus floated on the Sea of Galilee though.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but the Red Sea float.
Really walked
Black.
on it.
The Dead Sea is where you float. The Red Sea is what Moses parted.
Thank you.
heathen.
Yeah, I mean, says
That is
the
actually
person
not terrible.
covered in
Nice.
Yeah.
So you
Heathen symbols.
Yeah.
you trek out across the bridge
You know, I
that
really like that.
has no right to hold that entire wagon, and out
Raspberries and
into
oak.
Hyrule Field proper.
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry, where are we proper?
Things
Hyrule Field.
Oh, okay.
things feel sort of normal again.
Really?
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
As the sun sets
Better than back there.
in the
it was
distance,
Since we've slept for
you
like-
guys trek in.
Yeah,
Oh
you-
yeah, you get your con mod back in HP times 2
spells.
since your and spell slots are regenerated. As you set up camp
HP back?
at the edge of the field.
That means the music only played for a second when we got there.
Oh.
What?
The music plays during the day and then
Yep. Yep.
faded out.
Yeah.
Almost at full HP.
So close.
All right. The day breaks once more, and the cart rolls its way towards Castletown proper. You manage to get to the gates right before nightfall, and just inside the first ring. The next day, the cart will make its way to the square proper and begin its tour. You have successfully ensured its safe arrival to Castletown and can now contact Sir Link for your next assignment.
Can't we like chill first though?
We absolutely can.
The cuckoo boy. Suddenly can't make eye contact with.
That's
Oh yeah, one of those chickens didn't leave until just now.
No, that makes sense. I tried.
You walked it home, I guess.
Right. The cuckoo was from this town. Heard your call.
You just happened to
from
be
that
walking where
far
it was
away.
going. Nothing to do with you.
He's like a
Fucks
superhero.
off
of
several times.
cuckoos.
I told you, like, chicken. I already told you to go. You're supposed to tell me.
Just go. Nobody wants you.
Go on, get it.
We don't love you anymore.
Leave, boy.
Throw some rocks at it, but not.
Go on, be free.
Oh my god.
I'm not following you. You just go where I'm going.
Why won't you be free? God damn it!
Don't you know how to be free? All right.
All right. So,
Do we level?
What's your current HP? Or what's what's your current XP?
We are at 1,520, 1,500,000. 15, so
150,000, 21.
Yeah.
And what's next level?
Numbers.
50,
Right.
155. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to give you all 500 XP
Yeah.
across the
500?
board.
500. Okay. Yeah. No, he's
Yes.
still going.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So 500.
okay.
And then you're going to have to do math.
Here we go. All right.
The ambusher was worth 9,600.
Divided by.
Is this each or do we divide it?
No, because I never fought that one. Only
Well,
you
Mo-
two did.
You all gain.
It's collected.
Oh,
It's
okay.
party XP, but we have
Yeah.
to divide it. And we
Okay.
know,
All right. So
then-
that's 1920.
And then there were 2 of the gluttons. Each one was 4,800 XP.
Times 2 divided by 5 is also 1920. Oddly enough.
So 1920 plus 1920.
Times
yeah,
2.
plus 500.
So that's 3, and then plus 500. You're right. So that's 4,340. We level. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
God,
No,
motherfucker.
we're like just
Just
past
short.
the edge.
Just
Just
shy.
short.
Plus 21.
At that face. He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. That fucker knows what's going on.
Wow.
4,361.
He knows the techniques.
I'm
And
well
just
versed in
close-
the ancient ways.
of getting them just close enough.
Yeah.
Round the edge.
Tantric D&D.
Trick D&D, that's right.
Blue Bombers.
Wait, what's the total now?
That's what happens when you're shocking Ray.
154,361. What's that in your head, Amanda?
No.
Yo mama. All right.
No.
Cool. Any
Well, we didn't get to 100,000, did we? No, we didn't.
any questions? Anything?
No, we go back to town and
Yeah, you're back in Chiral Hasseltown.
Wow.
Carol Hassel.
like Hasselhoff, but
Right.
Hasseltown.
It's just full of Hasselhoffs.
Yeah.
Everybody, even the women, they look
Right.
like
Speaking in German.
We had
Yeah,
that.
bring in David Hasselhoff.
Oh, David Hasselhoff is in every game.
one way or another.
He started.
Say good night, internet.
Good night, Internet.